Evet abi. Age of dışında ne bekliyorsun?
Bilmem. İşte. Age of çıktığında ne bekliyorum? Şimdi aklıma gelmiyor. Bir tane oyun düşünüyorum ama çok zor bir ihtimal.
Söyle.
Hadi bakalım. Güzel. Hadi Age of 4. Origin.
Dur oğlum be. Ah.
Bu ne lan?
Age of dedim lan. AC Origins'ti. Bu güzelmiş lan, ne o?
Sankilerden
Ha,
geliyor.
Doom bu. Ha.
Bu oyunların çoğu exclusive oyun.
PC exclusive mi kardeşim?
Exclusive mi dedim lan ben?
Evet. Sus da adam dinliyorum.
Is every game battle royale now? Or is it just me? From mountaintops to dungeons. From deep waters to deeper space. From solo quests to mass engagements. There is magic in PC gaming. Let's celebrate that magic together.
Ne açılış yaptılar be.
PC Gaming Show en iyi ya.
Ben senden mi izlesem abi?
Daha iyi olur benim için.
Çok ileride kalıyorum sana.
Oh, hello to everyone online.
Niye
Hello to
bağlı?
everyone at the Will Turn. Welcome to the PC Gaming Show.
Geçen sene şey yapmışlardı.
Yes.
Böyle Steam'e böyle belli bir süre veriyorlar, birini seçip çekilişle. Steam'de en çok mesela sepet bir süre veriyor. O sepetine ekleyebildiğin her oyun senin oluyor o süre içinde. Steam'de.
Vallahi mı lan, ne zaman?
Geçen sene yaptılar. Ama orada olman lazım.
Güzel olur lan. Ben Steam mağazasını açık bırakayım.
Güzel.
Now I'm not the only host here this year. I have my co-op partner up in the balcony. It's Frankie Ward joining us today. How's it going, Frankie?
Bu demin ördekli abla değil mi ya? Ha?
Ha?
Demin ördeğin yanındaki abla değil mi bu?
Evet.
Frankie, we are so excited for the show to get started. We have over 30 games we're going to
Frankie
be
Ward.
looking at across the next 90 minutes. So let's get it underway. Our very first title is from Coffee Stain Studios. Their game has absolutely
Kanka biraz şeyin sesini açsan az geliyor.
as well as automation.
Yayının mı?
Take a look at
Yok.
Satisfactory.
Yayın. Aynen yayın ben.
Keko'ya bak. İzliyor musun benden sen?
Çok az geliyor.
Tamam,
Yayına
açtım.
da işte.
Bir tık şöyle indirebilirim. Hah.
Senin sesin de az geliyor.
Benim sesim niye az geliyor ya?
Discord'dan değil, şeyden az geliyor.
Yayından mı? Olduğu kadar. Keşif oyunu değil mi bu?
Şey değil mi?
Topluyorsun. No Man's Sky 2. Dururlar mı acaba? Battı mı o filme? Ne oldu en son? Dava açmışlardı falan.
Bakıyor benim. DLC falan yayınlamışlardı ama.
Ha. Hep şey bir oyun istemişler. Böyle tüm doğaya katledip şehir kurabileceğimiz bir oyun böyle. Çok efsane.
Böyle.
Ses iyi mi bu arada yayındaki şu an?
alıyorum senin alakası.
Benim sesim kısık mı lan?
Yayında
Nasıl kısık ya? Bir saniye, yankı yapacak, dinlemem lazım sesi. Bir saniye. Benim sesim kısık mı lan? Yo oğlum, iyi. Nasıl kısık ya?
Tamam.
Senin sesin kısık bu arada yayında, benim değil. Senin sesin çok az geliyor.
Boş konuş. Faktörüyor değil mi lan bu?
Gibi. Ama güzel oyun, ama benim hoşuma gitti.
Aynı. Sadece değişik. Satisfactory. Hadi az laf çok iyi. Hadi. Age of 4.
Thanks for joining us today.
Give me that.
Now, Oscar, I just want to begin right away by asking, what is satisfactory all about?
Sahneye sürekli birini alıyorlar ya.
Building these huge automated factories. So you play as an engineer that's been sent from Earth to this alien planet, and you're going to build this enormous machine. It was hinted at the end of the trailer there.
Yeah.
And to build that, you need a whole ton of parts, which you need to build machines that will make them for you. So you'll start out pretty simple with a few machines, and then you'll just expand and expand and expand until you finally need to start cutting down trees and replace them with like more convenient concrete.
And you know, for people who haven't played this type of game, can you give me an example of what producing a more advanced resource might look like?
Right. After a while, you'll need to create something more advanced, like a computer, for example. And at that point, you'll have some copper stuff set up.
Drama ilgimi çekmedi bu arada.
But to make plastic,
Susmuyor.
to get some oil, so you need to go out and you need to find this oil, build some oil pumps and oil refineries, and set up a transport with self-driving vehicles between the outpost and your factory.
Yeah, and I want to talk about that scale because there's a lot of games where you build a house or a small town. How much area are we talking about where all your factories will exist?
Oh, this factory will grow enormous. The main part, which will probably be the biggest, will start spreading more and more and more. Or in some cases, we've had players building these massive, tall buildings with factory floor upon factory floor. But
Şeyim, ben bu oyunu oynayabilirim ha.
resources that you need to gather from basically all around the map.
Yeah.
So you'll have vehicles driving all over.
Şey vermişler
Now,
mi?
I want to ask about the first-person perspective because these types of games typically are top-down. Why first-person?
We want it to feel like the player is the one building.
Oyun ismi neydi?
And you know when you've built a bunch of
Satisfactory
stuff,
mi?
enormous buildings, structures.
Bakıyorum abi.
But also when you go out and explore, you'll be the one like you go through the underbrush and in the jungles and whatever.
I mean,
Neyi
in the
faktörü
trailer,
ama
it
ya?
looked like there's a lot more to explore, like different
Şey
environments. and
faktörüydü ama.
biomes.
Yeah. The map is we made a point.
İsmini filan sağ üstte yazın ki oradan
And
alalım.
it's
Değil mi?
about 30 square kilometers
Yeah.
in size, so it's kind of enormous.
Wow. And, one final question. I saw multiple engineers there. How does multiplayer work?
Oh, it's a co-op game. So you'll
Satisfactory.
with your friends.
Great. Now, tell us, how do we get our hands on this game?
So we got a closed alpha
Steam'e
planned in
gelmemiş
the
de.
coming months. So you can sign up for the alpha at satisfactorygame.com.
Satisfactory.
Great, Oscar. Thanks for joining me on stage once again.
Hadi
That is
Age of 4.
satisfactorygame.com. Now, up in the balcony, Frankie, I understand you have our very first indie title of the day.
We do indeed, Sean, because here's something we love about the PC platform. It's such fertile ground for creative ideas from small teams. NeoCab is an emotional survival game set in
Satisfactory
the
tatmin
future
edici
about
demekmiş
gig
ya.
labor, tech disruption, and the experience of being a
Bu yayına
developer.
izlen hani boş versin.
Perhaps the last
Oyun
of
hoşuma
its
gitti
kind.
ama sitesini
From the
bulamadım.
brand new indie studio
Neyse.
Chance Agency, let's watch the first gameplay trailer for NeoCab.
World Exclusive. Ha, ilk kez göreceğiz belki Age of'tur. Şaka lan şaka. Age of değil. Kop bir şey dedi.
Söyleme bak, ne olursa olsun söyleme. Ben görene kadar söyle.
Age of değil ki.
Ne?
Neocops, Cops, Köps.
Ben al.
İşte gelecekte geçen bir polis oyunu gibi sanırsam.
Ter. Bana.
Anlamadım. Ne oyun şimdi bu? Polis miyiz? Cub. Ha, okey. Cop
Now, our
değilmiş.
next game, believe it or not, is in the Battle Royale genre. Of course, E3 2018
Bir
what do
şey
you expect?
muhabbeti olacak.
We have
Hani
several Battle Royale games we're
büyük
going to be talking about today
göz falan.
because the Battle Royale format is
Big
very
Brother
simple
Watching
and
Q.
very flexible.
İşte 1984 okusan
In an ever-shrinking space until there's
büyük
one
göz değil,
last
Big Brother dedin
stand. So
kardeşim.
developers have already been doing
Ya.
all kinds of different explorations of what this could possibly be. And our very first Battle Royale game we'll be introducing today has up to 1,000 concurrent players. It's from Automaton Games. Let's look at Maverick's Proving Grounds.
Bir dakika, bir oyunda 1000 kişi mi dedi o?
Şaka.
Ha yok, okey. Yanlış anladım galiba.
Değil.
Umarım.
Bana. O ortada eğitmeyin.
Yanlış anlamamış. Lanet olsun.
Bana.
1000 kişilik Battle Royale dedi galiba. 1000 kişilik Battle...
Gelen katı.
1000 kişilik.
Vallahi royal ya.
13 8000 tane sunucu falan lazım olmaz mı? Ne?
Ha, bu oyunu biliyor musun lan ben? Galiba.
Oğlum World Premier'de oyunu ilk kez gösteriyorlar.
Bu ne lan? Fortnite 3.0. Çok dandik.
Dur bir oğlum. Bomba attı. Tarıyor.
Bu tıkıldı bu arada, fark et.
Bu arada bu oyun içi görsel değil ve grafikler hala kötü. Buna rağmen kötü
Hani
yani.
Oha, herif scope değil. Allah affet.
Bir dakika, CryEngine'le yapılmış. CryEngine'le bir oyun yapıp nasıl bu kadar kötü gözükmesin başarabildin acaba? Başarabildiniz.
I don't know. Bak, ne kadar
James, welcome. Thanks for joining us. My pleasure. Now, I want to immediately ask, what about Maverick's Proving Grounds
Genelden genç
distinguishes itself from
çıkardılar.
other Battle Royale games?
Yeah, well, as you said, it's a
Tek
very
mi yapmış bu
popular
adam?
formula, and you know that last man standing
sanmam
kind
lan
of
bu
game
büyük
type
oyun.
is incredibly
CEO mu?
challenging itself, but Mavericks is really about
CEO niye 10 yaşında?
400 players before, and we're sort of super excited today to talk
Herifin
about
sakalları var lan.
Transform mode.
Ya 10 yaşında değil de yani.
But really, it's about depth
Yani,
as well. It's
you
about
know.
the fact that that environment is even a bigger step. The simulation and those elements sort of combining
Şu
together.
kameraya dönüş suratını
So
göreceğim.
right on the 1,000 players aspect, how does that really shift the dynamic from the say
Neden
100
şehirden
games
aşağı
we're used to?
atlayıp
Well, it's really about
Ya
combining
şekil olsun ne
scale
yapmış o
with
okey de.
depth of simulation, so
Şeyi anlamadım.
together what you
1000
actually
kişi
have to
nasıl aynı
do
sunucuda oyun oynayacak?
decisions of a lot more
Nasıl, bir dakika.
Yeah, I mean, 'cause
Olay
we've
ne?
looked at that
Sen
twice now. It's
izlemiyorsun
really
galiba
nearby.
yayını.
There's a lot more
1000 kişi
engagement
tek
for
sunucuda.
players to
1000
Bir
kişi.
kişi
So
tek
take a concrete
Bin.
example, like
bin.
let's say a player's walking through the
Bin.
map, they'll be leaving footprints, they'll be displacing foliage, like grass.
Sabaha kadar sürer ya.
Siege style gameplay.
Hayır, daha hızlı olursun oğlum, 1000 kişi. Çat çat çat. İlk silah vuran tarıyor zaten direkt.
Yeah, there's
Tamam işte daha hızlı ve daha uzun.
could have been here.
Ağzın sürmez oğlum, daha kısa sürer.
What more is in store for
1000
Maverick?
kişiden bahsediyor.
Sen bir kişi tarasam daha hızlı olursun, 5 kişi tarasam.
Someone might expect.
Yeah, so it's not just that session-based gameplay. You enter the game through the capital, which is our sort of persistent social hub.
Tabi haritayı çok büyük yaparlarsa dediğin gibi olur. Ama haritayı PUBG gibi falan yaparlarsa.
You know, so it's got a persistent game type side to it too. But really it's about bringing
Ne var lan
together
PUBG'nin
into something which makes a much
Huh?
richer MMO experience.
Now, where
PUBG'nin
people go.
haritasında ne var? Gayet güzel.
Ya
oyun.
kanka 100 kişi için okey de 1000 kişi o haritada oynarsa
Signing up for the closed beta, you can
yani
bet now at
böyle
Maverick
Fortnite'in
Top
haritasına
beta,
desen
and,
metrekare başına 8 adam falan düşer
game
zaten.
content for free from E3.
Well, awesome.
We have only 100,000 slots for the
Fortnite.
first group signing
Fortnite
up,
oyun
so
mu?
Right on.
that will give you some beta access.
Niye böyle diyorsun
I'm
şimdi?
sure there are a lot more people than that on the stream, so quickly do that if you're interested in.
Bir şey
James, thanks so much for
popülerleştikten
joining
sonra
us once
sen
again. That's
bokunu
Maverick.gg.
çıkartarak oynuyorlar ya bir
Our
de.
very next game helps showcase the
Bak
extraordinary
adamın
power of
Fortnite'la
mod.
alakası yok.
Frank,
Hocam
tell us
Fortnite
about it.
sponsorluk
It does
vermiş.
indeed, Sean. On PC, we don't just play what's given to us. We mod games to make our own experience.
Çok bir şey değil mi?
And for many
İkonik midir?
developers,
İronik
modding is a way to
Şöyle
turn
ne
hobby
bulamıyorum.
into a career.
2 haftadır.
The Forgotten City is the perfect example. It's a standalone game that's a
Hadi
reimagining
Age
of
of,
a
hadi
wildly
Age of.
successful mod. In fact, the first mod in history
Yani çok
to win
güzel
an
bakışlar
absolute
atıyor.
right
Kesin
to
Age
build
of.
award. For the first time ever,
Hadi.
here's gameplay from the Forgotten
Hadi.
City.
Hadi. I'm ready. Hadi. Ay. Heh. Hadi.
I'm so sorry
Bu
you
ne
will
lan?
find me like this. And worse, that you'll suffer the same fate I did.
Korku oyunu değil mi?
I've spent a lifetime in this place.
Mısır'da geçen
An
korku oyun
ancient
tadında bir şey
underground
olabilir.
city, its existence long forgotten.
Mısır değilmiş
Bu
lan.
ne?
Yunanistan galiba.
All I found is a window into the past.
Bulmaca da
If
olabilir.
even one person here commits a sin, everyone will die. I tried to
Böyle bir hikaye vardı galiba. Bir tane şehirdeki herkes altına dönüşüyordu. Yunan mitolojisinde öyle bir şey vardı. Onu anlatıyor galiba.
Öf. Sanırım harbi onu da anlatıyor lan.
investigate. Talk to everyone. Help them out if it'll win their trust.
Sana oyunun
kadın-
şeyin yayının sesi gelmiyor mu onların yayını?
Out who's responsible for this.
Açmıyorum.
And maybe you can do what I never could.
Nasıl yani?
Save these people.
Oğlum bu ne lan?
Sen yayını izlemiyor musun? Yani benim yayın değil de.
İzliyor musun sen?
PC Gaming Show'un sesi gelmiyor mu? Sen sordun yine Age of mu diye. Adam Forgotten City dedi zaten. Kadın.
Bu arada senin kamera yok.
Biliyorum, kapattım bilerek.
Coming up on the PC gaming
Açacağım biraz.
What's next for Killing Floor 2? And an unannounced game from Tripwire.
Sence nasıl oyun?
And now your host,
Forgotten City mi?
Sean Plott.
Hı.
Bilmem.
Our next
Bana
ilgi-
hitap
ilgi-
etmiyor. İlgi çekici ama ben oynamam herhalde.
sequel or prequel
Ben de
or
oynamam.
remake, but rather an entirely new game altogether. Let's take a look at Stardock's Star Control Origins.
Getirecekler bir adamı daha.
Yo yo. Direkt intro girdi.
The singularity formed, its creators uplifted into something beyond our understanding. These
Aha.
beings, now known as the Lexites,
Ya arkadaş duyurun artık. Portal 3 mü lan yoksa?
planets in our solar
Ha?
system.
Portal.
For
Portal.
Ha, Portal kanka. Kesin Portal'dı.
why we are here.
Yani
Welcome to Star Control.
Oğlum Valve
Geç
böyle
geliyor.
böyle bir şekilde tanıtmaz oyunu hayatta.
Tasked with the exploration of our solar system and the defense of Earth. Here
Bu neymiş lan?
reside
Beyond 4, 2,
brightest minds and
3, 5.
greatest technology.
Bilmiyorum.
Brought together by a strong curiosity to discover
Terrible Space
the
Program.
unknown. Help us
2.
pioneer the future.
Hmm.
Ama artık Kerbal diye direkt insan mı kullanıyor? Human Space Program olmuş değil mi adı artık?
Ha. Çıkar mı lan acaba onun?
Has accelerated the
Keşke
construction of our new
Güzel
modular
oyun.
deep solar system vessel specifically for this mission. It's the
Burak,
fastest, most
yer oyna lan
expensive
Terrible
humanity
Space
has
Program.
ever made
IQ'un yetiyorsun.
Kes lan. Bana sesini söylüyorsun ya.
Niye kafanı öyle çeviriyorsun? Çok mu beğendin onu?
Hayır, müziği duymuyor musun?
Açmıyor.
Neyi açmıyor?
Sensiz.
Sebep?
Beni bırak sen oyuna odak.
Fena bir oyun değil gibi.
Bence de değil.
Fiyatı çok
Vazgeçtim.
çok aşırı
Lafımı geri
olmazsa fiyat oynanır.
Ben lafımı geri alıyorum ya.
Gezegene de bileşim bak kardeş.
Koskoca gezenin
Ge-
koskoca gezegeni
evet.
bize geziyorsun falan böyle.
Gezegenler
Evet.
ufaktır kardeşim, belki 10 metrekare gezegen. Star Control. Origins. Niye Origins?
Dünyada da öyle.
Bu Eskiden böyle bir oyun mu var Star Control diye?
Hatırlıyor musun? Böyle bir şey var.
Joining me to talk about Star Control is the director of
Canım Kerbal
production
Space
at Star,
program çekti ama
Patrick
IQ'm yetmiyor.
Shaw. Thanks for joining me on stage today, Patrick.
Yeah, thanks for having
Fazla
me.
mı
So
geliyor?
now just tell us straight up,
Huh?
what is Star Control all
Icon
about?
yetmiyor
So
mu?
Star
Yazık.
Control is an open universe
Üzücü.
action RPG. You
Sen
Üzüldüm.
yetiyor mu lan?
dozens of aliens,
Oynamadım.
hundreds of different
Pahalı
stars,
çünkü.
thousands of different unique planets, and you can land on each and every one of them. And when you're driving around the planets, you can jump over canyons.
Ben zengin bir it olduğum
and
için
you can venture out into the solar
Torrent'ten
system and
oynamıyorsun
visit
ya.
hostile aliens.
And
kesinlikle
I
hayır.
want to ask, since I know that the story is a big part
Hadi
of
vatan
this
haini.
game, with
Beni
it being
torrentle
open world, how do you make sure that the story still stays as the focus for the player?
Yeah, so we're really excited about the story that we prepared for Star Control. It's funny, it's creative, but also has some dark.
Senin en çok beklediğin oyun var mı? PC Gaming
However,
Show'da.
we're very proud and very excited about
Ben
it.
PC'den oyun beklemiyorum.
That is, we are fully simulating the
Age
entire
of Empire.
universe at all
Kesinlikle.
times.
Kalp
So
kalp
even
kalp.
if you're on some podunk little moon in the corner
Ha,
of the
şahsen çıkması
universe,
üzülmem
aliens are
yok
still
da.
moving around the universe, doing their own thing, exploring and interacting with each other.
So it's not just like at a planet.
Ben çok Sony ile Nintendo'dan bekliyorum.
It depends on how the simulation is driven forward.
Right, exactly.
Bannerlord duyurmayacaklarını bildiğim için de
This,
başka bir şey yok.
opening
Bannerlord
universe is the
duyurun
glue that connects
yani
my story
duyurulabilir
to
olsa onu
our
beklerdim.
galaxy.
That's awesome. Now I know modding is
Kimin?
going to be a big part of Star Control.
Bannerlord.
How does the modding work?
So what's your favorite science
Bakarsın
fiction show?
duyurulur da.
Probably Firefly.
Hadi bak.
Yeah, so what would you think of making
Açıklama
Hiç belli
yaptılar.
olmaz, biliyor
E3'e gelmiyoruz dediler. Gamescom'da varız dediler.
Oğlum belli olmaz.
Put me on the spot on stage
Ne böyle
right now,
olmalı oğlum?
yeah.
Adamlar açıklama yaptı.
we could do it. So, but
yapsın.
anyways, in Star Control Origins, you can create your own ships,
Kardeşim,
your own planets, your own
fiyat şeyi
galaxies,
aniden
package up your
aniden çekerek millet
ships,
hype yapacak.
friends.
Ooo
So
Bannerlord
someone
falan.
else can take care of
Aha.
Firefly season 2.
Bence
That's
öyle
up to you.
düşünmüş.
Now, last thing I want to ask about is how multiplayer works.
So in
Ben
the
öyle
game,
düşünüyorum.
ship combat, and that turned out to be so popular in our early testing. They're like, we should make this a separate gameplay mode. So we did. We called it Fleet Battles. So you can create your own ships, you build them out of different pieces and parts, you attach different weapons and defenses, and then you go online to play them. You can either play local multiplayer, 2 people on the same machine, or online, ranked online play.
Where can people go to pick up Star Control Origins?
Well, right now, Star Control Origins is available for pre-order on GOG and Steam.
Well, lovely.
Oha
Guys, definitely
80p
be sure
60
to head
FPS
over
açtı.
to starcontrolgame.com.
Star
Check them out on
Control
Steam and GOG as well.
Origins miydi?
We are
Oğlum
Çıktı.
bilgisayar kasıyor lan.
57 lira.
Star Control Origins is launching on September 20th, 2018.
Gücü yetmedi bilgisayarın 1080'e. Dur abime haber vereyim de sorunları olsun.
Now, our next game was PC Gamer's favorite game,
PC Gamer's favorite game dedi. Age of olabilir.
Hunt Showdown.
Ha Hunt Showdown'mış okey.
Let's take a look
Crytek.
at what's coming.
O şu moralimi bozmadı. Aha Crytek. Aha Crytek. Crytek.
Niye bu kadar gaza geldin? Bu oyun güzel bu arada oynanır. Nasıl fırlatıyor reise bak be. Boom. Sticky bomb var ya. Sen yayını benden mi izliyorsun?
Yok.
Niye?
Çok geri kalıyorum.
Seste sıkıntı yok değil mi ama?
Ha.
Okey.
Çıkmış bu oyunu niye bir daha duyuruyorlar?
Duyurmuyorlar oğlum. Çıkmadı ki. Early access.
I am here with Guy from Skydance, who's here to tell me why fighting in massive mech suits is not about to go out of fashion anytime soon. Guy, now Hellfire, in fact, sorry, Archangel was originally a single-player narrative game, but Hellfire, this new edition, what changes is that going to make?
Well, players really love the single-player narrative, but they all kept
Göz
telling
teması
us the same
kurdu
thing.
ben de
They
korktum.
said, we really want it multiplayer, and we want it off-rails. And we kind of thought, that's a completely different game, but let's give it a shot. And so we got a crack team together. They put something really special. We got 4 maps, we got 6 different mechs, tons of weapons where you could just blast through the environment and other mechs alike. And it's really just an amazing experience. You can zip around in your mech, you can tower over others.
Mech oyunu yani.
It's just something special that I
And
can
when
try right now.
is
Mech
this coming
binip
out of
geziyoruz.
early access? You just said we can try it right
şey
go after the
deneyeceğim ya.
teeth. But you can try it right now if you want in early access. Help us iron out the kinks and break some mechs along the process.
I am no good at ironing out kinks, as I think people at home can see. Guy,
Bu arada
though, as a
LM'yi
heavy mech
bitirdim.
woman, I
Çok güzel
can't
bir
wait for you
kitap.
to be my light mech wingman in that 2v2 PvP. So let's take a closer look at Archangel Hellfire.
Let's do it.
Böyle daha mı iyi bir baksana.
Artık çıkaracağım bunu şu Age of'u ya. Hadi ya.
Böyle daha mı iyi bir baksana.
Ha?
Böyle daha mı iyi kameram bir baksana.
Our next title is one I've been looking forward to
Baktın mı?
for quite some time. It's from the makers of Sherlock Holmes, and it's a delightful-looking Lovecraftian mystery. It's called The Sinking City, and joining me to talk about it is the community manager at Frogwares, Sergey Oganessian. Welcome, Sergey. Thanks for joining me today.
Thank you.
You've earned a handshake.
Yeah, you
Welcome
nailed
to
that
the stage.
pronunciation.
Baktın mı oğlum? Baksana.
I love that you lie to me so
Baktım.
kindly.
İyi mi
I wanna
kameram
ask
böyle?
right away, The Sinking City, there's a
Böyle
lot of
daha iyi,
open
eskisi
world
daha iyi.
third-person type games. What makes The Sinking City different from what a player might expect?
Söyleyeceğim mi artık?
Well, I mean, The Sinking City is an open world action investigation game inspired by Lovecraft. And we believe that
Daha
these
iyi.
three elements already
Bak
make the
eski
game
şöyleydi.
unique. And you know, when I say that you can be a detective in a world, in a supernatural world full of mystery and, you know, cosmic fear, like, I really mean it, because investigations are really at the core of The Sinking City.
Yeah, I mean,
Şöyle de
there's
yapabilirim.
a lot of games in the open world
Tamam oğlum,
genre that are
sus da yayını
focused on
izleyeyim lan.
action, but you say
Bana mı
investigation is at
diyorsun?
the core. What are investigation mechanics? What does it look like?
Kardeşim
So, the
kendi
first
yayınımda
thing
bir
you
soru
should know right
soruyorum
off the
ya,
bat is
yapma
that we are
böyle.
not
Yanlışlıkla
going to
1060
offer
aldım.
any hand
Çok
holding for the
kötü.
player. We will not give you any
Şey,
clear
böyle
Ulan
directions
hangi
from the
oyun?
diary or, you know, markers on the
Saçma
map
sapan
telling you
böyle.
Indiana
where to
Jones'un
go
oyunu
and
mu
what
lan
to
bu?
do. It's actually up to you
Sanmıyorum.
to figure that out. Instead, we will
Ben
give you
Indiana Jones.
information, you know, hints, evidence, like clues, crime scenes to examine, like people to talk to, suspects to question. And we will ask you in return to use your wits and your intuition to, you know, experiment with your findings, you know, maybe find a way how to progress. And what
şey
you should
yok
also
mu
know is
ya?
that finding these clues will not only help you understand what's going on and, you know, get a better understanding of the world and its people, but it will also help you
Bu
maybe change the
Drevlis
course of your
Fogin Bıdır.
investigation.
You mentioned the world itself.
Yok
and I
bu
mean,
Indiana Jones
the
değil
footage
herhalde.
that I've seen through the years has just been absolutely beautiful. Talk to me about the world that we're in and what investigation is at the core.
So the game takes place in this fictional city of Oakmont in the
Oo,
city of Massachusetts.
korku oyunu.
You know, the city which is flooded. There is a terrible disaster going on which has claimed like thousands of lives.
Anladım
Also,
abi ama
it
adamın
seems like
yüzünde
awakened
tek bir mimik
frightening
bile yok.
monsters which now roam the
Ha,
streets of
arkasında
Oakmont.
dünyalar falan kararıyor. Herifte
That
mimik
live
yok
in the
böyle.
city, they are very
Robot
different,
gibi.
like different social classes.
Kesiyor.
Gangs, cultists, poor people, rich
Senin
people.
sesin bana şu an
They
çok
are
az geliyor bu
united
arada.
by fear. You know, they're
Mikrofondan
all
uzaktayım
afraid, maybe
çünkü.
except for the cultists, of course. They are all
Yakınlaş o
afraid
zaman.
that, you know, for their lives because of the flood, because of the monsters.
Bir
And
şey
we
değil mi
we
mantıklı?
actually want to understand what's going
Ha?
on. We want to understand what lies behind this ostensibly supernatural flood. And what's even funny is that while everybody is afraid, nobody wants to leave. But this is kind of different story.
Yeah.
Şu herif
Well, I mean,
kim ya?
you
Şu herif
talked a little
yüzüne
bit about
yemedim
the story
saçma saçma.
world and how it's inspired by Lovecraft. What about the game mechanics? You've mentioned the sanity mechanic in the past.
Indeed, we do have a sanity mechanic which directly impacts gameplay. You know, when our hero is under a lot of stress, when he sees like something supernatural, something disturbing, or even when he's making choices in the story which he's not comfortable with making, you know, he will begin to lose his sanity. He will start to have hallucinations, he will start to hear distorted sounds, which will allow the player to understand that something is actually going wrong. Maybe we need to, you know, step back and do something about that. As of right now, we're still fine-tuning this mechanic because we are still looking, you know, for this sweet spot between impact on the gameplay and impact on the story.
Since we're almost out of time, I still just have to ask,
Burak
what
konuşacağım mı
are the
acı?
sweet monsters that we're going to get to see in the game?
Oh, we have different kinds of monsters, we have different kinds of archetypes,
Konuşsana lan.
you know, with different abilities. And, you know, we actually give you tools. The game is not about fighting monsters.
Ya,
Investigation
yayını
is
benim
about
devralıyorum. Hadi
we
bak.
give you tools to defend yourself. So we give you weapons, we give you skills, we give you even certain like traps. In return, we ask you that you make a decision because the game is about
Mikrofonda
making a
duyurulur
decision.
ya. Oo.
Ammunition is scarce, and you will have to adjust your tactics.
Mikrofonum çıkmış ya.
So I know a lot
Alo.
of people have all sorts of questions about what the game is like. Where can they go to find out more information?
Mikrofonumun kablosu
For more, you
çıkmış.
can always follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube.
Cenk geldi yine, gördün mü?
Regularly. Facebook, The
Allah.
Sinking City Game,
Ha.
YouTube, Frogwares. So go there, and like this is definitely the place to go if you want to learn more.
Well, I'm super excited personally
Ses
to see
al.
how it turns out.
Videonun
Thanks for
sesi mi
being
az?
on stage, Sergey. The Sinking City.
Ben sana söylemiştim.
Videonun sesi az mı?
Now,
Senin sesin de az, videonun sesi de az.
is a PC title that has only gotten
Şimdi
better
nasıl?
over the last few years, and I'm always excited to
İyi
hear what
olması
they
lazım
have in
şimdi.
store. Frankie is up on the balcony with the developers of Warframe. Talk to me, Frankie.
Well, we all know the PC is home to some
Çok
of the most devoted communities in
kısık,
gaming,
hala çok
and one
çok
of the
yani.
best
Geriden geliyor benim, bekle
undoubtedly
2 saniye.
belongs to Warframe. Last year, the game got its first open world update, Plains of Eidolon, and the next epic cinematic quest is called The Sacrifice. And we've got the exclusive launch trailer for
Benim
it.
sesim daha fazla geliyor lan yayına.
Sen sesini kısacağım ya. Oh. Bakıyorum şu an.
Büyük bir arama yani. O da çok güçlü. Ya umuyoruz ki.
Çıkarsa bu yayın da çıkacak artık.
Büyük bir
Burada Age of duyurmazlarsa bu sene Age of yok ya da Age of duyurmayacaklar demek.
Megan
Son
Everett,
seçenek
community
bu
manager at
PC Gaming
Duyurulsun
Show yani.
Extremes.
Çıkarsa bu yayın da çıkacak artık.
Megan, tell me more about
Burada
the
Age of
Sacrifice.
duyurmazlarsa
So The
bu sene
Sacrifice is the
yok ya
latest
da
installment of our
Warframe
cinematic
duyurmuşlar
quest.
lan.
It continues a story that we
Ha,
started
Warframe
in
ne oğlum?
The Second Dream,
Bilmiyor
continued
musun?
with The War Within, and then
Önemli bir
across
oyun.
the
Biliyorum da
prologue. So at the
ne
end of
yani, o
last
ne?
year, we kind of shattered some hearts
Niye hafife aldın
and
ki şimdi?
left them with a bit of a plot twist.
Niye
And
yani?
I'm not
Şimdi
going to
Age
spoil
of
it for people
ne
who
he?
want to maybe catch up. But what
Şey,
I can
Warframe
say
niye
is
hafife
that
aldın?
obviously from the trailer that
Warframe'i
came
Age
out,
of'un yapımcıları
wait
yapıyor
for
biliyor musun?
Umbra, the 3-year wait,
Ne?
the Umbra Warframe is
Warframe
finally
Age of'un
over.
yayıncıları
The
yapıyor.
creepy guy at the end of the trailer there,
Yapımcılar.
Valis, plays a pretty
Şaka lan,
big
şaka.
role in this quest. And
Yedim şu an.
again, not going to spoil a lot,
Artık yapma bak.
but I can say that it's coming this week
I
on
can't
PC.
say.
And you guys are actually currently waiting, well, as well as the update, you're working towards TennoCon right now.
Yes, so it's going to be another big year for us, and I'm really excited for it.
Well, let's
Warframe
take a look
eskiden
at
güzeldi.
last year's
Çok
event
pay to win
demo.
yapmışlar diyor.
TennoCon is
La.
all about.
Benim arkadaşlarım eski
Yolla.
Warframe
What do you
oyuncularından böyle
think the
2013
mega
yani
reveal at 10 Live is going to be?
Can you tell me anything
Bir
about
tanesi
this
1 saate mi
Umbra
2
thing that's
saate
maybe
mi
going
var?
on or whatever?
It was pretty amazing. Like, it's a whole new direction for Warframe and all this.
Bunun
So you got all
neyinde
these
bu
other
kadar
games coming
heyecanlanıyor
out, but
bana?
this one's free.
When's 2018
Ya
happening?
ben de çok sevmemiştim bana oynattıklarında da bu arada çaktırma. Ben ekrana bakmıyorum bile o kadar.
Warframe dünya mı oldu lan?
Ha?
Given that the
Açık dünya mı
community
oldu
knows
bu?
you as
Warframe
Auntie
açık dünyaydı
Megan,
zaten.
it must be
Emin
huge
misin?
for you
Hayır.
to be at TennoCon.
Değildi. Kapalıydı.
TennoCon is
Ha
really
açık dünya
special
değil lan
for
doğru şeydi.
Really, everyone that works at Digital Extremes, the developers pour their heart and soul into what we do for TennoCon. And
Ya
I know for
CSGO
me, it was
artık
literally
oynanmaz
Wow,
zaten
ya.
ben
the best day of my
Rainbow'a
entire
geçtim.
career. I know
Artık
Rebecca,
CSGO
our
hiç
community
girmiyorum.
director at home, is watching.
Ben çok
but
nadir.
last year when we did the Plains of
Arkadaşım
Eidolon,
981
open
saati
world
varmış yani
expansion
1000 saat.
reveal, Reb and I were actually doing that as a live demonstration in front of
Wow,
everyone,
bunu
and we had
yaptık
practiced it
En
for
son
months,
artık şey yapıyorum
and it went
CSGO'da
as
sadece.
flawlessly as we could
Uçan
have ever
gözü diye bir
hoped
mod
for.
geldi
And
yeni.
we
Çok
actually,
hoşuma
like,
gidiyor.
as
Bir tek
people
onu
were cheering,
oynuyorum.
it's pitch black on stage. Reb
Val
and I looked at
artık
each other
sadece
and
full
just kind
para
of
için
fist bump
bakıyor.
and both started crying because we didn't crash the demonstration. So if you
Bir Crave
if you
2'nin
watched it
açık
live
betası
this year, if
duyuruldu bu
you're
arada.
there,
Ne?
you can definitely
Crave
probably
2.
count on some tears and some
Crave
emotions
2 duyurulmuştu
because
önceden ama.
it's a really big day for us.
So
Hayır, açık beta.
basically bring
Ha,
tissues,
okey.
right?
Bring
Açık mı
tissues for
bize de?
yourself, for me, for everyone involved
Neymiş?
because there will be
Bize
some
açık
tears
mı?
probably.
Uplay'den.
But if you can't get to TennoCon
Hemen.
because unfortunately it is sold out, how can you
Red
watch
Road
online?
açık da.
So on
975.
twitch.tv/warframe, you can
Warframe,
Biraz
hayır ben
başlayacak.
Warframe'den bahsediyordum
as well
CSGO'dan
on their
değil.
Facebook and Twitter.
And you
Ha,
get free stuff by watching
CSGO
Twitch?
demedim.
You do. So if you want
Şey,
to link
şu
your
Warframe'de
Warframe
981
account to your
saati var
Twitch
dedim ben.
account, and all
CSGO'da
you
değil.
have to do is watch and get some
Ha bana diyor.
Fantastic. So
Sana
that's
demiyorum
happening
lan.
from July 7th, and you'll be able to watch TennoCon live
Dur
through
yazayım
PC
ben,
Gamer's
ben böyle
Twitch channel
okumuyorum.
and the Facebook page. Thank you, Auntie Megs. Sean,
Sen
it's
yayın
over
chatine
to you.
bakıyor musun
Thank you,
yani?
Frankie, and thank you,
Yep.
Warframe. The next name is one I
Pre
grew
2'ye
up with,
tıkladım abi.
Sega. They've become a prolific publisher of
Pre-order
Japanese
yaparsan
games
çıkıyor
known
tekrar.
for their fully featured ports, especially beloved
310
by
lira
this
vermem
guy
Pre'ye ya.
on the left.
Ubisoft yarış oyunu yapamıyor.
Sega's bringing shining resonance both to PC
Sega mı?
and
Sega
console
severim
the
lan, susana
same
bir.
day, and Shenmue is going to be coming later this year. They have all sorts of games coming up.
Ama
Let's take a
Rainbow'da
look
şöyle
at
bir
what
şey var,
Sega's got in
internetin iyi
store.
olacak, yükseliyorsun hemen
Aynen,
kazanıyor.
aynen, çok
Şöyle söyleyeyim, 29 Haziran kapanacak. Hadi var. Ha okey. Bugün kaçı peki? BF1 gibi süreli. Çok varmış. Süreli şey.
BF5'in açık beta duyuruldu mu?
BF5 değil, BF1 dedim ben.
Ben BF5'in duyuruldu mu?
Ha. Bilmiyorum. Şey değil mi lan bu? Bunu ben biliyorum ya. Soul Calibur diyeceğim, değil. Şey.
Bana gelecek.
Shin Megami Tensei.
Yakuza değil mi lan?
Sega güzel oyun yapıyor, var da. Sega. Bu Yakuza, evet. Kendime Yakuza alayım mı lan? Ucuza buldum bir yerde.
Japon veya Çin şeylerini sevmiyorum.
Japon mu Çin mi kardeş? Kiwami, ha Kiwami güzel. Rainbow'a Türk server açısın daha güzel olacak. Açılır mı galiba? Ha şey diyecektim. Benim bir arkadaşım vardı, interneti bayağı leşti, böyle en sona bağlanıyordu Rainbow'a. Bayağı iyi kill alıyordu. Yani o Rainbow tam olarak internet alakalı değil, bazen taktik daha çok geçebiliyor. Şeyin önüne. Neyin önüne? Refleksün önüne. Yani nereye pusacağını biliyorsan alıyorsun oyunu.
Refleksin önüne geçiyor, internetin önüne geçiyor mu?
Kanka, internetin iyi ama şöyle düşün. Refleks artı internet ya. Onun için dedim. Mesela internetin çok iyi olsun, refleksin kötü olsun. Benim gibi. Yani.
Benim de.
Bu arada Sega aslında Amerikan firmasıymış lan, bunu biliyor muydun?
Hayır.
Amerika'da
Yo,
kurulmuş
evet,
aslında ilk olarak, sonra Japonlara satılmış.
Yakuza Zero is
Asimile
available for
olmuş
pre-order
yani.
right now and will be releasing
Bu ne
on
şimdi?
Steam in
Yakuza.
early August. We hope you've been
Evet,
enjoying
Sega
the
yeni oyun
show thus
çıkaracağız
far.
demiş.
There's so much more great stuff to come.
Yakuzalara bilgisayara
Let's
geliyor
see what's
tamamı
coming up
galiba.
at this year's PC Gaming Show.
Persona 5 gelse de
Coming up on
oynasak
the
ya.
PC Gaming Show, a new publisher
Japon şeyler
reveals
sevmiyorum.
3 new games and the first
Sırf
ever
Dostoyevsky
gameplay footage of Overkill's The
Ben
Walking
Nintendo
Dead.
Switch param
And
olsa
now your host,
nasıl bir oyun hiç oynamadım ama
Sean
güzel
Clark.
gidiyor. Sleeping Dogs ben oynadım.
And I'm
Araba
back.
sürerken şeye biraz alışman gerekiyor. Yo Hong Kong'da
Our
geçtiği
next
için
guest is a regular here at the PC Gaming
şartlar,
Show,
şeritler
having attended
ters yani
all
soldan
4
şey,
years.
ileri
Frankie's
sağdan
looking up
geri
in the
geliyorsun.
balcony. It's trip
Oyun
Şey-
güzeldi lan.
Oyun güzel de.
If you are anything like
Mesela
me, you
silahlara
probably
kavuşmak
need
çok
a let
uzun
off
sürüyor.
steam every once in a while.
En az
And I
10-15
personally
bölüm yapman
can't think of a
gerekiyor.
better way to do it than by kicking back and tearing
Yani
up
Ama
araba
hikayesi-
sürüşü o kadar iyi değil ama geri kalan şeyler hoş ya, mesela arabalar ve atlama koş ama arabayı sürmek biraz çok arabaların çoğu iyi değil yani, sadece bu hızlı olanları da rahat kullanabiliyorsun.
Bu Türkiye'deki dizi olan içerilerinin aynı hikayesi.
Hi, thank you for having me.
İzlemedim.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Dediğim gibi Türk dizisi izlemiyorum.
They all want to know what the latest from Tripwire and Killing Floor 2 is.
Yep, we've been really busy
Mekan
working
Arkam
on
gibi bir
Killing
şey
Floor.
mi? Yo,
And we
Sleeping
got
Dogs
some,
Hong
we got
Kong'da
4
geçiyor.
major updates that are coming out this year.
Yo,
The first
alakası
one we
yok
dropped in
Arkam'la.
March, and we're getting ready to drop the next one
Arkam
really
gibi bir
soon.
mekan mı gibi yani
tomorrow,
karanlık
what's
bir ortam var.
Yeah,
Yo,
so
değil.
we're bringing the summer sideshow back, but this time we're mixing circus freaks
Alakası
yok.
with
Normal,
steampunk
bildiğin
in a
Hong-
really fun, exciting way.
Bildiğin Hong Kong
And we have
yağmurlu.
a really cool new system that
mekanikler.
we're adding. It's called the Weapon Upgrade System.
Evet, dövüş
And with
mekanikleri
this,
güzel.
there's 73 different weapons that we have in our game, and each one you can
Dövüş
upgrade it and make
mekanikleri
it
güzel.
viable for late
Arkam
play.
Arkam
So it really
kadar
adds a lot of
yani Batman kadar iyi
creativity
olması
to
da
your
güzel.
loadout.
Yani.
So I'm really excited to get that in people's hands.
So you can make your boy
Ben-
your boy
mükemmel.
guns big.
Yeah, yeah.
Şey falan çok
Benim
hoş,
ne
böyle
çekti?
klimaya sokup böyle adamı ortadan
Let's
ikiye
take
bölüyordun
a
ya.
look at the trailer for
Onlar çok
Treacherous
güzeldi.
Skies Summer
Ne
Sideshow.
çıkıyordu?
Şimdi Dogs oynayasım geldi var. Aha World Exclusive, sus sus. Age of.
Hadi.
Değil
yak
değil.
ortalığı.
3 boyutlu. Tripwire. Bu ne abi?
...17 artık. Değil bari.
HMS Queen Victoria, ladies and gents. Ringleader Lockhart speaking
Şu
to you
Age
from
of'u tanıtmak bu kadar mı?
someplace very safe.
Steampunk bir
You
atmosferi
helped me
var.
escape that fray
Herhalde
at my
finalde
beloved
tanıtacaklar var ya.
Steamland. But now
Öyle
I
geç.
need your help once again. I've got to
Ha
get
bunu
to my
görmüş,
island
göstermişler
in the
diye şey başında.
channel.
Böyle bir
Now,
animasyon.
now listen up.
Oy.
I don't know how, but these blasted circus freaks followed us on board. I
I think it's time to put on a show. Yes, of daring deeds and horrendous bloodshed. Oh, poor me. My mechanical children have turned against me. Blasted traitors. Careful, lads. They're tough. Even removing the head won't put these rebellious robots down. But take heart, lads and lasses. I have invented some new toys. The Doomstick. All
Bu ne oğlum? Borderlands mı oynuyor mu? Age of inşallah böyle uzayda geçen bir şey falan olmaz. Age of'u uzaya çıkartacak cesaret yok bence ya. Age of'u kim yapıyordu? Bir saniye. Age of'u kim yapıyor? Ne?
Microsoft.
Lan yapımcı yayıncı değil.
Blue Hole galiba.
Oğlum Blue Hole
Fossey,
PUBG'nin yapımcısı değil mi ya?
Optician says my eyes are okay. I say,
dur,
then
bir
how do you
saniye.
explain my husband?
Bir saniye senin sesin biraz
Yo
açıldı.
değil lan.
As is tradition, the
Blue Hole
content that
PUBG'nin
you just
yapımcısı
saw
değil mi?
will be available
Bekle
tomorrow,
sen
including a free weekend for PC.
Next
This
soft,
weekend, definitely check it out with Killing Floor 2. But
Bakıyorum
that's
ben
not
ya,
all that
dur.
Tripwire has. I have the president of Tripwire himself,
Microsoft
John Gibson, on
işte,
stage. John,
Assembles
welcome back
diyorsun,
again.
Thanks, Sean.
Big Hoop
Pleasure to be
Games,
here.
Now, I
Blue,
understand that
Nexo.
Tripwire is stepping into also doing
Oğlum
publishing.
birden fazla şey var.
Blue Mobile,
That's right.
Robot
So, Sean,
Entertainment.
it's really challenging for
Bir sürü şey
developers right
yapmış.
now with the
İki kim
thousands of
yapmış?
games that are coming out every year.
Assemble
It's
Studios var.
really hard to get
Sanırım.
noticed.
Yani iki
And then
kim
you have
yapmış?
the traditional publishing deals. So
Hayır oğlum,
we're giving
geliştiriciler
developers fair deals. We're going to be helping them rise above that noise so they can get noticed. And because of our experience developing our own games and publishing our own games, we're going to help them with marketing, funding, mentoring, feedback to help them succeed.
Yeah, I mean, the game that we have on our screen is one of those games. This is Road Redemption.
That is right. I'm happy to announce that we're going to be publishing Road Redemption. We're going to be helping them grow and succeed even more on Steam, but also bring the franchise beyond Steam.
Now, I know today you have a world-exclusive new game hasn't been announced.
Tencent şey galiba yayıncı.
Before we roll the trailers, why don't you give me a little bit of a tease?
Blue Hole başka.
Yeah, so
Lan
we're
Tencent
working
Blue Hole
with the team
PUBG
at
yapımcı
Blindside
Google'dan
Games,
bakıyorum.
and they're led by Alex Quick.
Oh, yeah, right.
So if you're familiar with the Killing Floor
Yeah,
universe, you
oh,
know
no.
Alex Quick was the modder that created the
Tencent
original Killing Floor
mobil
mod, which Tripwire
versiyonu
worked with
yapıyor.
Alex
Okay.
to bring commercial.
Tencent, doğru.
And
Ha,
then
mobil-
Alex went off,
mobil
assembled his own
PUBG,
team,
mobil
made
PUBG
the game
Tencent.
Depth, which was
Orijinal
sharks and
PUBG Blue
humans
Hole, doğru
fighting each other,
hatırlıyorum.
very, very successful. And now it's come full circle. We're working with Alex again, and we're going to bring his all-new game to market.
Well, let's take a look at it right now. World-exclusive new upcoming game from Tripwire.
Blindside. Ralph mı ne bu?
Close your eyes
Söyleme,
and
söyleme.
imagine a place where the sun is bright and the beaches are wide. A place filled with
Kanka
southern
söyleme.
Neyi söyleyeyim
where the
oğlum?
water is
Söyleme.
as
Ben
warm as
gireyim
the
ondan sonra
welcome.
Ya sen geriden mi
Come
izliyorsun?
feel the wind in your sails. Kick back and relax.
Gene aynı.
Enjoy the local cuisine. Your dream vacation is waiting for you here on the Gulf Coast.
Az.
Şey mi lan bu? Neydi, bir tane film vardı. Filmin adını unuttum.
Go to maneatergame.com now to book your vacation. Operators are standing by.
Efendim Enes, konuşabilirsin sanıyorum. Hello yazdı, evet. Hey
So,
dude.
hey, John, so you get to play as the shark.
You are the shark.
Ha, Shark.
This is an open
are the
world
shark.
action RPG.
Neydi
where
o?
you play as a shark,
Man Eater ne?
or
Bir
as we
tane
like to call it,
köpek balığı korku.
a
Ha, Jaws,
shark
Jaws.
PG.
Oh,
Jaws
nice.
Simulator.
Okay, so
Oğlum
do you like upgrade and
feministliğin
improve
ya
the
da
shark?
işte
Is there like skill trees?
You do. There is a shark
dibine
skill
vurmuşlar.
tree.
Man
Really?
adam.
There is a full single-player
Faşistler
campaign.
vs.
You eat
Woman
your way
nerede?
through it. You get bigger teeth. You can
Feminizm
jump out of the water
ayaklandı.
and
Hadi.
snatch
Güzel
people
oyun
off
bu
ears
arada ha,
and
ben
all of that fun
mesela
stuff.
I
köpek
didn't
balığı
realize
olup
this was a power fantasy I needed
plajdan
so
geçenleri
badly.
yemek isterim yani.
Deps'te
Now, where
yersin
can
oğlum.
people go to
Hani
get more information about it?
They can go to maneatergame.com.
All right. I
Maneater'mış
doubt anyone
ya.
will forget that here.
Çocuğa eyvallah.
O men niye biliyor musun?
Maneatergame.com. John, thanks so much for joining me
Orada
on
niye
stage.
men var
And
biliyor
once
musun?
again, all the content that Tripwire
Human ya.
showcased earlier
Nasıl
about
alıyorum?
Killing Floor 2
Human.
and Road Redemption will be
Human'ın
playable
beni
here
işte
at
o.
E3. Definitely be sure to check it
Bir de
out.
God Eater diye bir oyun var, sen onu biliyor musun?
Frankie has a whole
Çeviri Türkçe'ye.
slew of unannounced games.
Bir daha söylesene.
God
Cheers,
Eater.
John. Man eater looking tasty
Oy.
there, and I can't believe they
Çevir
named the
Türkçe'ye.
game after my favorite
Allah'ım
weekend
sen
activity.
Allah yiyici ne ya?
Indeed,
Tövbe
so
tövbe.
that's
Yo.
the PC gaming
Mesela
we
Ye
have.
Allah
Next
da
up is a
olabilir.
brand new publisher revealing 3 games
Yiyici
for
Allah
the
da
very
olabilir.
first time,
Yiyici
releasing
Tanrı
one
da
of
olur,
them.
pardon.
Behave yourselves, audience.
Özür dilerim.
Today, so let's take
Cümle
a
değil
look.
oğlum. Kelime yok. Bir God.
Ya kes.
Tanrı yiyici.
Untitled mı? Konuşamadım. Prena diye bir Flash oyun vardı, o çok güzeldi, kim bilir bu nasıl. Ha, ben onu oynuyordum lan çocukken. Yavrularını falan oluşturuyordum böyle. Yiyordun büyüyordun.
Bir tane köpek balığı oyunu vardı, herkes böyle sahil. Onu hatırlayan oldu.
Üç oyun mu yayınlayacaklarmış?
I can wait to chart. Okuyor musun sen? Hem Twitch hem YouTube'a nasıl oku?
Şey var. Ve stream chat diye bir şey var.
Adamın personel ilerlerden mi? Sorun.
Bu ne?
İşit videosu.
Bravery Network.
Öf. Bu ne lan?
Arda arda
Epilepsi
3
oldu.
oyun yayınlıyorlar lan. 3 oyun
Please kill
gösteriyor.
me. Epilepsi geçiriyor.
Bu ne? Farmville 3. You are scared me dude. Ver dedim, yanlışlıkla çaktım. Boğaz diyecek. Age of çıksın diye, tamam, bu da ben oralarda dönerse oynayacak hala. Çünkü Age of oyuncuları biraz eski. Büyük
Oh,
ihtimalle.
ben... Gerçi ben 3'ü oynadım, 2'yi oynamadım.
Bu da mı aynı firma?
Böyle piksel oyunları seviyorum.
Adamlar Game Maker'a girmiş. yapmış yollamışlar, yemin ediyorum.
Sen Last Zone
Hiç beklemediğim anda takip etti. Last Airbender. Last Chance. Chance?
Last Station.
Station ne oğlum? Chance işte. Son şans.
Station salak. İstasyon.
Sen işte oğlum.
Ya dur,
All these
atıyorum
games
ismini.
look like must plays. And Overwhelmed, the final game of the bunch, is available on Steam right now with a special launch discount. So make sure you check that out after the show. And if you're at E3 this week, head over to the PC Gamer corner of the Facebook booth inside the South Hall to give Overwhelmed a try. Right. Next up, it's time for us all to take a holiday.
One
and
last chance
where
for-
better than a virtual resort with some truly spectacular wildlife.
Yeah.
Back
well,
again this
Devam
year
edelim.
are friends of the show, Frontier Developments, with a unique take on the park management genre. I am,
Final
of
Station.
course, talking about Jurassic World Evolution. The long-awaited game is out tomorrow and
Oynadın
lets
mı
you
sen hiç
build your
Final
own dinosaur
Bir dakika, bir
stuffed
dakika.
tourist trap.
Jurassic Park
What
oyun
could
çıkıyor.
possibly go wrong? Unleash
Ya
the
oğlum sus
Goldblum!
bir izleyeyim ya. Söyleme ne videoda ne var hemen. Sen
think that things are gonna turn out
Gelecekte
differently,
girdiğin için
huh?
yetişemiyorum.
Bu glitch olmuş lan
There
şurada
are ones
galiba.
before you did
Dinozor
too.
yürüyordu suyun üstünde.
because they believed that they were in control.
Lego.
And control, well, here's the thing. Humanity is desperate for it. We are seduced by it, deceived by the illusion of it, but we never really possess it. Because if there's anything that chaos theory has taught us, it's that nature is on its own course.
Sırf Ark Survival Evolved dinozorlar için
humanity tries to put nature into orderly boxes. Chaos destroys them.
Create your own Jurassic World.
And what makes us such unique creatures is knowing the scope.
Bana lan. Skylines.
Şu alet hayatta bilmem ben bu arada. Jurassic World'da öyle izledikten sonra. Bu şey ya. Yeni filmimiz çıktı. Şey çıktı ya. Jurassic World Falling Kingdom mıydı?
Aynen
şey
Falling.
Falling Kingdom çıktı ya. Yanda bir de oyun vereyim abime. Anladın?
Abi ben bu var bak bunu da veren. Zaten.
Ya olmadı. Ya.
I am so excited for that game. Our next title is from Insomniac, who've been making amazing games for years, and they're going to try to take their expertise and answer the question: how do you make an open-world game in VR? Let's take a look at their upcoming game.
Senin yaş kaç diyor? Görüyor musun sen bu arada şeyi? Enes? Yaşın kaç lan Sincap?
14. 5
Püpü çocuk ya bu ne?
Kes.
Bu ne? Şey değil mi lan o? Ona çok benzettim. Bir önceki 1000 kişilik şey vardı ya. Bir dakika Insomniac oyunu bir saniye Insomniac'a basit alma. Ne bu abi? Avatar falan mı? Ne bu Wall-E mi? Çöpçü mü olmaya karar verecek şimdi? Ama kolu yok.
Wall-E değil mi? Harbi Wall-E değil mi lan bu?
Yok lan alakası yok. Bekle.
Project White. I have no idea.
Andırıyor lan. Yayına bak. Benziyor. Gözleri benziyor. Project White diye bir oyun vardı. Onunla ilgili haber yok mu? Güzel oyuna benziyor. Onu ben görmedim. Sen gördün mü?
Yok. Game belli.
Wall-E bu arada benim en sevdiğim çizgi film. O yüzden belki bu oyun oynayabilirim.
Sevdim. VR lan bu oyun.
Yok VR'sız oynarsın ki.
VR daha çok bayağı. Hani PC showroom'du lan bu VR showroom.
Oğlum VR'ların çoğu şu an PC için geçerli. Niye ki?
Ne bileyim. VR
konsolda bir tane VR var, o da PlayStation. Geri kalan 2 VR var, onların hepsi bilgisayar için.
VR showroom diye bir şey açsın.
Oculus Rift. Baba biliyor lan, baba biliyor. Ha. Ben oynarım bu oyunu, Oculus Rift alsaydım tabi. Bunu VR'sı oynarsın bu arada.
VR'ım yok.
VR'sı oynarsın diyorum.
Joining me to talk about Stormland is the Chief Creative Officer at Insomniac Games.
Hayatımda hiç VR'ı denemedim.
Chad Desern.
Ben de denemedim. Mobildeki çakma versiyonu bile denemedim ya.
Hey Chad, welcome to the stage. Thank you. I want to start right away.
Adamın sesi kısıldı, bir fark ettin mi onu?
What is this game all about?
Well,
Yeter.
in
Çıkaralım
Stormland,
artık şu
you play
bu ne
as an
söylediler.
android gardener, and an entity called the Tempest uproots your habitat and shatters your android body. So you've got to travel to a civilization above the Thunderheads to repair yourself and save your friends.
Cenk bu arada isminin şu yukarımda çıkmasını istiyorsan ben Twitch'ten takip edebilirsin.
For us, it's about giving the player the ability to explore the world
Selam.
freely with a set
Ne
of
lan altta
android
link var işte.
movement
Bas.
abilities
Sen beni
that
takip
are
ediyor musun Enes?
designed to give
Yeah.
you complete
Evet.
agency.
Abi
Because that's
modum
always
var.
a huge question I have is how does motion work in any VR title?
Yeah, well, in Stormland, you
Sırf
can do
ismi bir
things
kere
like
çıksın diye
fly just
moduldan
above the
çık.
slipstream with your outstretched android hands.
Yeah.
You can shoot a laser into the cloud surface and then make a ramp, kick off of that, climb
Of,
up a
kayaya
cliffside,
çarpsan ne
like literally
şey olursun
launching
ha.
yourself with your synthetic android strength,
Bir
and then
garip
like
olmaz
push
mısın?
off and glide back down using your hands to control your descent.
Just massive freedom.
Kafam yarıldı.
Yeah.
Arkadaş.
That's it. It's this set of mechanics that are designed together to work fluidly, so
Titriyor
that
onu fark
movement
ediyorsun
feels
değil mi ya?
exhilarating,
Yeah.
and you can kind of take the world at your own pace with it.
I'm curious why VR for this type of title?
There are a series of things that we're doing with Stormland that we could only do in VR. It's about the expressiveness of having tracked head and hands, and
Yeah.
how we use that for combat, how we use it for movement. Even things like scavenging technology to attach it to your body. Like you look down, you get a new piece of tech, and you attach it right into your arm, and then suddenly you've got the ability to harness electricity or cloak yourself or all kinds of different cool android abilities.
Allah.
I mean, the art is just beautiful in the footage that we've seen. I wonder if you can talk to me a little bit about the world and what it means for it to be ever changing.
Yeah, that's a really good question. So that entity called the Tempest
Bu arada şey
rearranges
Force
everything
gözüküyor lan.
every single week,
Evet.
so that we present the player with
Bir de
new playgrounds
ileride de
of
Force.
movement and combat and scavenging, and
Arka
you never
plan-
know what you're going
plan
to
tasarım
discover.
çok hoşuma
So
gitti ya. Onu
every
istesem
single
bana
island
satarlar
you
mı?
find has the potential to hide an enemy stronghold or a network of
satarım.
underground caverns or
Devrini
brand new
alırsın.
tech to scout.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Bir tanesini
I gotta ask,
versinler.
where can we go for more information?
Şu arkama koyarım.
Well, you
Duvara.
can stay tuned by watching
Yeşil ekran falan koydular
the
ha.
Facebook and Twitter
Benim
with
yeşil perdem
at
vardı ama şu an
Stormland
ışıklanmam o
VR,
kadar
or you
leziz
can
ki
check us
yeşil
out at
perdesiz bile ışıklanmam
insomniac.games.
kötü.
I'm really looking forward to it.
kullanamam
Thanks for
şu an
joining me,
yani.
Chad. Once again, oculus.com/Stormland for
Lamba
more
al. O
information.
kadar mı pahalı?
Frankie's up in the balcony with our next absolutely gorgeous looking indie title.
It really is, Sean.
Şu yayın
Because next up we've got a
Sony'ye
first
kadar
look at a
bu
new
arada
game from
Korhan'la
publisher Raw Fury. A neo-noir detective
State of
drama
Decay
featuring a
Project
Paris
White'a
cabbie
bakıyorum bu
who
arada.
finds himself drawn into a world of crime.
Nasıl?
Sacre Roddy Bleu. Yes, I speak French. I can't wait for this one, so let's take a ride with the trailer.
Ha, bu oyun. Bir
İlk kez gördüm.
ben ilk kez görmedim. Gördüm, bayağı gördüm de.
Elime 2-2. Fransızca bir oyun. Ha demişti ya.
Project White'ı gördüm. Böyle Gollum gibi yaratık milletin üzerine falan.
Ben daha demin
İntikam.
ilk kez izledim. Reyni var mı?
Ha?
Yok ya.
Hayır. Üçlü çıkarsın ha.
Lenior abi ikincisi ne zaman çıkacak?
Ne?
Lenior var ya Rockstar'ın oyunu. Dedektiflik oyunu.
Canım
Nightfall.
zannetmedim.
Gece taksicisi mesela. Şu an izledim böyle. Yani.
If you like that last game, you'll definitely love our next one. It's from the exact same publisher, Raw Fury. It's an open world narrative focused game with an incredible art style. Let's take a look at Sable.
Sonunda Age of Hobby göstersinler artık.
Sen hiç hayatında Age of oyna.
Sana ne? Oynamışımdır belki hatırlamıyorum. Uzun zamandır yayın açmıyorsun bu arada. Ya şey olmuyordu. Uygun Yani müsait olamıyordum o yüzden. Odam müsait olmuyordu daha doğrusu. Şimdi şu ev yayınları bitsin. Bundan sonra pazartesi, çarşamba, cuma falan yayın açacağım haftada 3 gün. Aklıma şey geldi. Neydi oyunun ismini unuttum ya. Bir tane oyunu yayında bitireceğim. Oyun ismini unuttum.
Metro.
Metro değil, Metro'yu bitireceğiz de. Dur. Tanıdım. Oyun ismi.
Harbiden sen duyurulmadı.
Ha?
Splinter duyurulmadı.
Splinter Cell mi?
Ubisoft'ta.
Oğlum Splinter Cell artık para... Ya Ubisoft EA oldu artık. Ne para ederse onu çıkarıyor. Splinter Cell'in kitlesinin iş bir kitle belli.
Bethesda için de öyle gördük. Son anda Elder Scrolls patladı.
Bethesda için ben öyle demedim. Bethesda her zaman güzel oyun çıkarıyor ama çok uzun sürüyor çıkarması.
Joining me to talk about
Ben
Sable
öyle
is pretty much the entire core development team on stage. It's Daniel Feinberg and Greg Kithriotis. I want to immediately
Portal bitiriyoruz. Vallahi biz bekliyoruz. Ya Xbox'ta duyurulacaktı, duyurmadılar. Ya da şimdi duyurulacak. Burada duyurulmazsa hiç duyurulmayacak zaten.
Niye duyurulmayacak? Maga var.
Tam burada ve Discord linki geçersiz.
This world filled
Nasıl
with
ya?
monumental architecture, fallen spaceships, and you'll travel around on your hoverbike learning about the people, the culture, and history of this world.
And you know, I talked about it before. I think this art style is amazing. Where's the origin of
Discord
this?
linki geçersiz
So we were really heavily inspired by the clear lines style of French and Belgian comics, as well as Japanese animation, particularly Studio Ghibli. So we really want to feel our players to feel the same sense of wonder that you get from watching one of their films. And so from the very beginning, we knew that we really needed to nail the visual style. And yeah, so we put a lot of time and sort of effort into our rendering system. And yeah, we're really pleased to be able to show it to everyone.
Yeah. And I mean, I know that you two consist of most of the core development, the art and the programming. What about the music that was in that trailer?
Yeah, so
Allah bilemeyeceğim. Düzgün yayın açmaya başlarsam bir gün.
Oh, yeah, the T-shirt. Yes, of course.
Yeah,
right.
So she, Michelle,
Çok üşeniyorum ya.
she is doing the soundtrack for the game. Japanese Breakfast is one of my favorite bands right now. It's incredible to have her on board.
It all just came together so beautifully in the trailer, and I know that you guys are really regular about updating, you know, blogs, sharing what's going on with the development. Where can people go to find more?
So they can go to our Twitter account, Shedworks and Shedworks Dan, or to sablegame.com.
Lovely, gentlemen. Thanks so much for joining me. Once again, the name of the game is Sable. Our next title is one that has been in development, even showing up in our very first PC gaming show. It's Cloud Imperium Games, still hard at work on their title, Star Citizen. Let's see what they have in store.
Çok eskilendi o artık.
Battlefield 1'i oynamak istediğim kadar başka.
Yoksa bu Age of mu? Uzaydan mı geçiyor?
Bir şey değil mi? Crysis 3'ün yazısına benziyor ya. Yoksa?
Crysis 4 oğlum uzayda da geçmez artık ha.
Crysis 4 pardon. 3 tane. Ya
oğlum Crysis'te
Space Engine mi lan yoksa Space Engine.
Oğlum Crysis 4 uzayda geçmesin ya. Yok Crysis değil.
Crysis 4 Allah'a çok benziyor.
Evet Discord linkini güncelledim. Oyna bakalım. All footage bak ufacık yazı yazmışlar. All footage captured in engine diye.
Star Trek mi lan?
Star Citizen. Ha bu oyunu duymuştum. Bu oyunu duymuştum.
Coming up on the PC Gaming Show, all new gameplay footage of Just Cause 4.
O kadar uzun süredir yayın açmıyorum ki bu bot bile yayınıma gelmedi.
All new gameplay footage of Hitman. And now your host, Sean Plott.
O ne lan?
As we do each year at the PC Gaming Show, and instead of talking about games, we're also going to talk about some of the upcoming hardware trends.
Twitch'te mi yazıyor? Evet. Direkt Twitch'e giriyorsun, aşağıya direkt Discord'lara basıyorsun, direkt
Now, I just want to straight up ask, what are some of the big trends that consumers can be expecting right now?
Well, right now we're developing some new products, particularly in the display space. We want to take the experience to the next level. To help with that, one of our new products is the Predator X27. It's an incredible gaming display. For instance, it's 4K and 120 hertz refresh. The users can overclock to 144. But what really takes it over to the next level is the inclusion of G-Sync HDR.
You know, I hear a lot about HDR. Can you explain a little more in detail what that is and what that means?
Well, there's quite a bit that goes into it, but for the purpose of this conversation, the fact that there are 384 individual backlit zones, so the backlighting can be individually controlled, really bright, very dark. It makes a better contrast on screen. Each of them are individually controlled. The brightness of the screen is far above a typical display. Typically, you're looking at 300 to 400 nits. We're looking at 600 with the Predator X27 with a max of 1,000 nits.
And you know, some of the titles that were showcased just now, there's a wide variety of some photorealistic, some with a really iconic art style. How does HDR contribute to that big range we see in gaming?
Well, one of the big things it helps is the color gamut that's available with these displays.
RGB.
We're able to do 99% of the Adobe color gamut, so it's better representing the vision of the art director.
Yeah, and some of the games that you see on screen support HDR, Mass Effect Andromeda, Far Cry 4, Ni no Kuni 2. Again, you won't see them in HDR right now unless you have an HDR monitor. It doesn't work that way. We can't just stream it to you. But, you know, it brings me to one of my next questions about PC gamers tend to have a huge range of possible budgets. What are the different sort of products to look for at those price ranges?
Well, we cover the gamut from very simple to the point to high-performance esports products or multi-view, surround, multi-display products. But we also go really crazy sometimes. We decide, we put our engineers to the test. What can you do if you have no limit? So one of the projects we've worked on is something called the Predator 21X. This is a 21-inch curved screen laptop with a mechanical keyboard and some graphics cards. Science, materials. We did a really good thing.
We have science.
To be serious, not just a joke, we actually have to ship this with a Pelican case to protect the laptop, and it sells for $9,000. And we sold every single unit we could make. So we cover every spectrum of gaming.
You know, you brought up this Predator laptop, you brought up Predator monitors at the start of this segment. Where can people go to hear more about or even pick one up once they stop being sold out?
So that's the good news is that we're shipping now. Our customers, partners are selling them. The bad news is a few have already sold out of this new Predator. I believe Micro Center is still in stock. Amazon will be in stock again soon.
Well, thank you so much for joining me on stage, Eric. Frankie is awaiting in the balcony with our very next title.
The PC has always been the platform for crazy ideas. In our next game, Genesis Alpha 1, you build and manage a space vessel, farm resources, deal with terrifying alien infestations, and explore a vast, randomly generated universe. Oh, and you can take DNA from the aliens you encounter across the galaxy, splice them with members of your crew to create new life forms. Just a typical day at the office. Let's take a look.
Greetings, Commander. You have been sent to Quadrant Alpha 1. The mission is to find a new home for the crew
Genesis
on
Rising.
this ship. Expand your ship and explore the galaxy for resources and interesting new life forms. Feel free to experiment with DNA and alien abilities to maximize crew efficiency. Ready your weapons.
Değiştirmişler bayağı. Benim bildiğim Genesis Rising'de işaret ediyor. Bence yayın için biraz sistemi düzelt. Ne bakın lan. 5 yerine 7 gelebilir de dolarda 8, 9, kaç, 15. Dolar kaç oldu lan aslında?
4.50.
Abi DDR4'ün sen ne olduğunu biliyor musun Arda?
Hayır.
Now, if you didn't catch the
16
pre-show
GB
quiz,
oğlum benim
you
RAM'im.
might be wondering who my buddy is. Well, this, ladies and gentlemen, is Webster from Drake's Cakes, one of the PC gaming show's sponsors this year.
Benim RAM
And he's
4
got a
16 GB
cool
oğlum 4 değil
competition for
DDR4.
you, the Drake's Cakes PAX giveaway. Oh yes. PAX is a gathering of PC and tabletop games, concerts, panels, exhibits and tournaments. It's like a 4-day LAN party, festival,
Bu yaz
workshop
yeni
and
için
concert
birkaç
rolled into
ekipman alacağım.
one.
Yani
The
bilgisayarda
very
değiştirmeyeceğim
lucky
ama şu
winner
an
will
için de.
enjoy a trip to PAX West,
Bir şey
including
almayı
2
planlıyorum. Onu alabilirsem
tickets
yayınlar
and
daha
a free
kaliteli
trip
olur.
to Seattle.
Burak,
So if that's you, hit me
Sony'nin
up
yayına
on
kadar
those
sıvı
dates
değişme
because I am
olmaz.
free.
Arada mı?
Webster, my man duck, this is very generous of you indeed.
Olabilir.
And by entering, guys,
Beleş.
you will get
Ben
a
bu anı
discount
bekliyorum.
code to get your hands on some delicious Drake's Cakes available
Ha,
on
internette
Amazon.
de bir şey de Arda.
And if
Hadi
you're
hadi.
at E3 itself, don't forget you can meet Webster in person at the E3 Concourse Walkway, where he'll be giving away Drake's swag and tasty treats all week. So if you see him, give him a fist bump on
Vodafone
my behalf.
verdik.
I'll
Altyapı
take one now.
Vodafone
Thank you
olur.
very much, Webster.
Ama
So,
AKN'li
if you
tabii.
have ever dreamt of spending
Ama
a
upload
weekend
düşmüyor,
weekend
hiç
in
düşmüyor.
one of
Hep o.
Earth's best gaming festivals, visit
İndirme yaşıyor sadece.
pcgamer.com/Drake's Cakes and enter now for a chance to win and hang out with Webster. All right, Webster, all this hosting has got me a
Ördeği
bit
de-
peckish. How about we look at a trailer for the next
Her
edition
yerde
of
çıkıyor.
Play Entertainment's beloved survival series, Don't Starve, Hamlet.
Sıkıntı yok ya. Donstar mı çıkıyor yine? Ne bu? Together 2. O laf az.
Bu ne lan?
Yeni Donstar oynuyor.
Star Wars yeni çıkaracak.
Ya bende Donstar Together var ama.
Geleceği ben. DLC ben.
DLC'dir zaten ama. Donstar'ın yani yeni oyun neredeyse çıkmadı. Donstar Together var diye. Normal Donstar var. İşte aynı zaten grafikleri falan. Donstar Hamlet.
Our next title is the next installment in a series that never
Yayın
fails to
ayarları
make
kaç
me
bit
laugh.
olacak?
It's Just Cause 4, and they
Şu
have
an mı
a
yoksa?
brand new engine to bring the level
Ben
of delicious
söylemiştim DLC.
insanity
Diğer-
one notch up. Let's take
Şu
a
an
look at
2000
what the
çünkü
Apex engine in
hem
Just Cause
YouTube'dan hem de
4
Twitch'te
can
aynı anda
really
yayın
do.
yapıyorum şu an iki şey platformlarında. O yüzden 2000, 4000 oluyor artık. Normalde 3000 kullanıyorum ama.
2.5'da ben kaçacağım. Savura gidiyorum.
Okey.
Umarım.
İnternette olur da şu an yani aynı anda 2 yayın yaptığımı düşün. Öyle düşün. Şu an ben YouTube'dan da izleyebilirsin, Twitch'ten de izleyebilirsin. O yüzden 2000. Bu ne Mad Max 3 mü?
Mad Max 3.
Oha lan. Neymiş ya? Just Cause.
Just Cause 4 lan ha.
Yani.
Oyun 3 kere gösteriyor.
Neyi?
Oyun 3 kere gösteriyor.
Just Cause'a mı? Aynı intro mu? Evet.
Joining me to talk
Bak dün
about it
şey
on
gösterdi.
stage now.
Bugün pardon,
From
Square
Avalanche
gösterdi. Dün
Studios,
de
it's
Xbox mı göstermişti?
Francesco Antolini
göstermedi lan,
and Adam
ikinci.
Davidson. Gentlemen, welcome. Talk to me about the tornado.
It's fantastic, isn't it? So it's a very nice piece of tech. It's not just beautiful, but thanks to Apex, it's also a bad boy that actually works. It's fully physicalized.
Yeah.
This means that it's roaming the world, wreaking havoc, and
It's not just like a
oyun yayınladı
background
da
piece. It's
3
actually
tane
impacting
falan güzel
the
oyun
world.
vardı.
This is just cause,
Devil
man,
May
you
Cry
go
5
there and
vardı,
play
Kingdom
with
Hearts
it.
3 vardı. O zaten önceden duyurulmuş. Ne vardı başta
You know,
Xbox'ta?
throughout
Bir şey
the
daha vardı
trailers that
bu.
I've
Dying
seen, there
Light
seems to
2
be a lot
ise.
of different
Benim ilgimi
environments that are
çekmedi.
available throughout. You talk to
Benim
me
ilgimi
about
çekti.
those.
Yeah, I mean, one of the most important things to us with this installment of Just
İyi,
Cause
ben
was bringing a lot more
izlemedim.
variety
Şeydi
into
çünkü
the
o
game, and that extends to a lot of things,
Ben
but certainly the biomes of the game.
3'ün
So instead
14'ünde
of one kind
başlayacağını
of region of, like,
zannediyordum.
say, southern Italy, like we had last time,
Meğer
now you have lush
14'ünde halka
rainforests,
açılıyormuş.
deserts, grassland,
O
and
yüzden
even
kaçırdım.
alpine biomes, all
Square
of
Enix'i de
which, you know, are
izliyorum
rendered
bu
beautifully with the new Apex engine.
Now, something that's very important to me is some of my favorite features
Ha, buradan
from
ayar
Just Cause 3.
yapabiliyorum.
Can you talk to me about like the wingsuit, the
Güzelmiş.
grappling hooks? Like, are those coming back in Just Cause 4?
Everything you love from Just Cause 3 is back.
Good.
But
Good.
everything is also just
Adam İspanyol
better.
bu arada
There's
ya.
more
Veya-
to do, more to discover. For example, the grappling hook is completely customizable.
Burada progressa.
The combat model has
Brezilya,
been completely
Portekizce
reworked,
konuşuyor.
redesigned, enhanced, or new weapon, new enemies, new AI.
Tenet 1'i oynamadım
We've
ama
got
2 çok
extreme
güzel
weather
duruyor. 2
that
güzel duruyor da
interacts
1'i
with
ben de
grappling
sevemedim
hook
hiç yani.
and parachute.
The wind
çok
that we
itici
saw
geliyordu
yesterday,
bana.
was it just like
Yani
basic wind effects
grafikleri
also
kaba
get
gibiydi.
incorporated as well?
Again, in Just
Oynanışları
Cause,
çok
so
hoşuma
maybe
gitmiş.
just an
İlk
effect.
izledim
There is
ilk
wind,
gördüm
it's
yani.
physics, and
Hiç
actually your
ilgimi çekmedi.
parachute, grappling hook,
So,
and the rest. Yeah.
well, where can people go to get some, we'll call it first-hand footage
Bir de
of what
oynamak
Just Cause
tavsiye.
4 can deliver?
They can check it out
En
at
iyi oyun Roblox.
justcause.com/E3 and
Yo, Minecraft
for 3
alakası.
days.
That's right. Believe it or not, E3
En iyi
hasn't
oyun
started
Zula.
yet.
Zula oynamaya vatanayım.
Starts tomorrow, so June 12th through 14th. You can check it out. Thanks so much for joining
Thanks
us
to
on
you.
stage.
Thanks for
I
having
look
us.
forward to the hilarity of Just Cause 4. Now, our next title is one of my all-time favorite IPs. I can't wait for Frankie to talk to you about The Walking Dead.
Evet, The Walking Dead'i kim
Overkill
soruyordu?
Software and Starbreeze are the creators of Payday and
Kime?
Payday 2. Therefore,
Walking
it goes
Dead.
without saying that these
Ben.
studios are some
Sen
of
mi
the most
soruyorsun? Ha,
talented
Walking
makers
Dead
of
sonra.
cooperative shooters.
Walking
And the
Dead.
next one is set in a familiar but new apocalyptic
Ben onu yapamıyorum bu arada bak.
Here's the first gameplay footage
Olmuyor
for
bak.
Overkill's The Walking Dead.
Niye biliyor musun? Ben
And keep your
çocukken
eyes
R'yi
peeled
hiç
for the release
söyleyemiyordum.
date at the end.
Şu an söyleyebiliyorum cümle içinde ama öyle yapayım bak. Olmuyor. Ha, sen mi sormuştun? Biri sormuş çünkü hatırlıyorum.
Hemen sorun.
Neden belki ya? Overkill mı? 505 güzel oyun stüdyo ha. Bir şey
We were
diyeyim
so
mi?
many things. Husbands and
Ben bunu
wives,
oynarım. Niye biliyor
doctors,
musun?
teachers, writers,
Telltale yapmamış
architects.
çünkü.
But when the
Nasıl
world ended,
Telltale?
all that ended
Telltale
too.
artık güzel oyun yapamıyor çünkü.
Telltale'ın oyunu değil ki.
İşte onun için
Every day we
oynarız diyorum.
fight for more than survival. We
Walking Dead
fight to
Telltale'ın
build a
olmalı
new
ki.
life.
Oğlum Walking Dead
Başka bir
Telltale
CD
değil.
vardı Telltale.
Abi Telltale hangi oyunun ünlü oldu?
The Walking Dead sezon 1.
Ondan bahsediyorum. Telltale'ın olmadığı için oynanabilir büyük ihtimalle.
Buna lan. Zombilere bak.
Alone, we're weak.
Left 4 Dead 3.
But together,
Bu arada bir şey değil mi? Cidden güzel duruyor ya.
Güzel duruyor canım ama bir şey demiyorum. Bir şey diyeceğim lan harbiden Left 4 Dead gibi 4 kişilik. Harbi diyorum.
Ucuz olur sanırım. Ama sanmıyorum böyle 130 lira falan olacak.
Yok lan. İsmi ne?
And I have more good news.
Overkill,
Oyuncu gösteriyor,
Walking Dead.
ismini
Fans of The
yazmıyorlar ya.
Walking Dead,
Mesela şuraya
Overkill's
yaz,
game
şuraya.
for The Walking Dead, of
Overkill
course,
süper
coming
olacak
soon, but we
heyecanlı.
have a second,
Ha Overkill.
completely
Doğru ben
different
bunu
Walking
görmüşüm.
Dead game
CSGO
we're getting a
Battle
chance to
geliyor.
talk about right now. This is
Ya CSGO
Telltale's
artık ne
The
popülerse onu
Walking
yapıyor
Dead,
ya.
The
Boş
Final
ver CSGO.
Season.
Rainbow geç.
Joining me on stage to talk
CSGO
about
mu?
it is
Herkes
the lead
yapmıyor mu?
writer James Windor.
Şey yapıyor lan,
CSGO.
and
Assassin's
the
Creed
voice of
duyurdu,
Clementine
Battlefield
herself,
duyurdu,
Melissa
Call of Duty
Hutchinson.
duyurdu. FIFA duyursa şaşırmam şu an. Şey diyeyim, topa attın ölüyor bilen bu.
Sean, thanks for joining me on the stage.
Our pleasure.
Thank you.
Now, I
Annemin
want to ask
like
right
Payday
away
falan dedi.
for, people who've played through the first 3 seasons of The Walking Dead. In terms of the gameplay, what's some of the familiar and
Like
what's some of
Payday
the new?
dediyse 4 kişilik anlamına geliyor.
Okay,
Yani
so for people who don't
Doğu
know
gerçek
Telltale,
bir anlamı.
we are a story-based company. We focus on narrative. We've had our roots in the old school point-and-click adventure games, but we've developed our own cinematic style and almost a signature mechanic, like our choice wheel.
Evet.
And that's all familiar. That should, the choices branch the narrative.
Biri Telltale'ın bu seçimlere bağlı. Diğeri normal
iki tane The Walking Dead ayrı aynı şey mi gösteriyor? Arda arda mı gösterdiler?
Evet, ayrı ayrı oyun.
Demek oyun 4 kişilikti ama bu oyun
ayrı ayrı
sezon 3 sezon kaç? 3 çıktı mı? 5 2'den sonra oynamadım. 2'yi de oynayamadım ya.
So Clem probably just brutalizes zombie there.
Overkill'ı ben biliyordum. Dur bakayım. Overkill.
Oh yeah, so we also have like the orbital cam, like the over-the-shoulder
camera.
So that's like offering our players opportunities to explore our environments. We can also see from the B-roll.
Bu da The Walking Dead.
They're looking really good.
Evet, ayrı oyunlar.
Overkill değil yani.
In the previous games it was much more of a directed camera from scene to scene, but now you can really sort of explore the environment on your own.
Absolutely, yeah, and yeah.
Now I want to ask about the story. I mean, Telltale games always have that as the central feature. Where does
Telltale artık çöp oyun yapıyor, almayın.
Start off?
Okay, so it starts
seriden oldu.
Pardon, zombi ne kadar sıkıcı oldu artık ya. Arada şu şık elim çarptı sen dün. Nasıl? Ya niye hatırlatıyorsun ki şimdi?
Who is the closest thing that she has to family. But they're reaching the end of it. They are like running out of steam on the road. It's like proving to be untenable. So the final season, Clementine discovers a school, a secluded school, where there are no adults, and essentially sees that this might be a place that they could call
Ama saçlarını kesmemiş. Anladın mı bu göndermeyi?
All kinds of challenges, yeah, like zombie threat all the time.
Anladın mı göndermeyi?
And then there's always
saçlarını kesmemiş ama. Ya zombi
tutarsa? There are going to be adults coming in representing external threats that she's going to have to deal with.
Now Melissa, I want to ask what
şu anki tek iyi oyun Roblox, tabii ki de öyle.
Aksini söyleyen mi? Journey along with the character in a multi-year journey. I mean, how long ago was the first recording that you did?
It was 2012.
Spoiler verdin lan. Yavaş ol.
We're not going to do math on
that. That's
not happening right now. It's been a long time, and it's not only just playing one character, it's actually been aging with her, growing with her, and falling deeper and deeper in love with her, and starting as this young child who's, playing as Lee. It's your job to protect her, and then organically moving through all the seasons, and now you're playing as Clementine. I mean, really, this is a fan-driven game, so this final season is for the fans, and
Walking Dead World'a baktın mı? Aa
ben baktım ona yani.
Niye bana hatırlatmıyorsun peki? Bana niye hatırlatmıyorsun?
I mean, it's bittersweet. I'm super sad. I'm super psyched.
Pokemon Go var ya.
Of course, it'll be sad to end her journey, but I'm really looking forward. Obviously, I'm surrounded by talent with Telltale Games, and I have no doubt that the writers and the creatives are going to crush it. So sad but happy. It's all very confusing. I'm a very confused human right now. Let's just put it that way.
Well, I'm someone who's played through all of the Telltale Walking Dead games. I'd love to know when the final season is coming out.
Set in the world of The Walking Dead.
August 14th.
The game is called The Walking Dead Outworld.
Yeah, we ship August 14th,
and it'll be out on the Apple App Store soon.
Right now.
In the game, players take on AR missions in their own neighborhood, alongside fan-favorite characters like Rick, Michonne, and Daryl. Let's take a look at the mission. For the plane detection, we're instructing players to search the ground for footprints. The footprints discover new AI companions. In this case, Michonne. Looks like she needs our help. Let's take out some of those walkers. What's cool is that we have the walkers trying to catch me. I can use their movement to my advantage, dodging out of the way of walker bites and attacks. AR Kit is such a natural extension of the location of this game that we're building. Since you move to the mission location, you continue to move inside the mission. I just unlocked Michonne. This is exactly the kind of moment players love to share. Let's take a few photos with her and share them online. I can also bring in a friend to pose with her, giving even more options for expressing ourselves on social networks.
Okay, bu gerçek mi? Aa, harbiden gerçek. Güzel ama yani Pokemon Go da bitti yani şeyi. Belli bir süre.
Bende hala var biliyor musun Pokemon?
Yani Pokemon Go'nun şeyi bittiyse bu da çok uzun sürmez gibime geldi. Çünkü hani Pokemon artık hani mesela Pokemon'u çok oyunuyla değil animesiyle biliyor ya. Ve tüm dünya bildiği için okey o sattı yani sattı değil mi oynandı ama Çok oynanmaz ama oyun güzel duruyor.
Zombi öldü, sokakta zombi öldü. Ben tenhada zombi arkamda falan.
Team Hospital mı? Bak, Team Hospital'ı çok duyuyorum. Herkes söylüyor nostaljik olan. Ama hiç oynamadım. Remaster edilirse o alırım bak. Ciddi diyorum.
Çok duyurulmadı oğlum, sen hala aramaz.
Royal gelmiş sensin değil mi Enes? Enes?
Evet.
Wait, oh my gosh, is the stethoscope eliminating your microphone?
Hayır, doktorlar.
Oh, you know what? We do this every year. Come here, talk to me.
Okay.
How do we run a hospital?
So 2 Point Hospital is a game about designing
Ama çıktı ama TR'de yok daha. Pokemon TR'ye gelmedi mesela
Talk
çünkü
directly at my tie.
Yeah, listen, you said don't talk there.
Yeah.
Çünkü Nintendo Switch'in falan da Türkiye distribütörü yok. Geldiği an alacağım bu arada. Bu yaz geliyor.
Yeah, it's great.
Basacağım parayı. Basacağım parayı. PlayStation 4 şampiyonumuz PlayStation 4 değil, Nintendo Switch alır. Net. Bu Team Hospital'in yeni versiyonu değil mi şimdi? Ben bu oyunu görmüştüm yani.
As you can see on the screen, we've got this is real. We actually researched this. It's a certain animal, and also you can train people. You can train your doctors to be better, your nurses to be better. Do research so you can unlock new wonderful cures.
Yeah.
Everything, isn't it?
Ben bu oyunu oynuyorum. Kaç para bu oyun?
Yeah, so I mean, no, tell me about it. Like, what is the sort of late game sort of experience that you'll be playing through? Because this looks like it's quite deep into the running of a hospital.
Yeah, this is later on. So you start off and you're researching and you're training up staff, you're diagnosing illnesses, and hopefully curing them and making money. And then
ben bu oyunu görmüştüm galiba.
I see this malady. Yeah, I see this malady called turtle head. Can you explain a little bit about what that is?
Yes. It's when the head becomes so shrunken it gets stuck in the neck orifice, just pops out slightly.
Sega.
It has to be
zamanında Sega batmasaydı şimdi Pokemon Go'yu Sonic'le oynuyorduk.
Maybe we've all been there. I know. This is one where a little bit of suction always helps. And
ben bu kadar.
And out it comes. Yeah. We had to research how to do that. That's actually a real. Yeah, it is. It's real.
Now I had to ask about something.
Benden bu kadar diyorum.
Nasıl bu kadar?
Sahura gideceğim.
Ha, ne zamana gelirsin?
Bilmiyorum. 3-15.
Okey. Ben izliyorum. Age of çıkarsa söylerim sana.
Şeyler efendim.
Hadi.
You might shed a bit of hair.
Orkid falan da koyabiliyor. Neyse ben kaçar, sen kaçar, yayın yapacağım. Ben. Ya PC Game'in çok bitecek, sonra belki bir ara veririm ama 4'te mi? 4'te bir de son bir şeyi var, konferans. 4'te yine yapacağım.
So you've got to keep your hospital clean and well maintained, otherwise they're going to breed. I
want to ask about sort of how the game evolves over time. Theme Hospital was very mission-based. How does the experience of running a hospital change as the game goes on?
Yeah, so once you started your first hospital, it's it's a pretty simple affair.
Kısaca 4'te yeniden yayın yapacağım. 4'te geldiğinde burada olurum.
Regions, there's a cold region, there's warm regions with contagious diseases. And there's poor regions, there's rich regions. Yeah. So we've got volcanoes. Yeah. We've got all sorts of wonderful, weird effects can happen in different parts of the world.
So you might struggle to manage your hospital empire because a volcano went off nearby.
Yeah, it's about spinning plates, isn't it? You've got everything set up nicely, and then something happens.
Well, I'd love to know more information about when 2 Point Hospital is coming out.
Well, we're coming out fall. And you can check us out by going onto our Steam page and hopefully wish listing. And we're coming later in the year. We're told to say that.
No. Well, I'm personally, again, really looking forward to it coming out. Thanks so much for joining me, Doctor and Doctor.
Thank you.
Talk about 2 Point Hospital.
güzel.
Now, our second Battle Royale game of the afternoon takes a fantasy RPG-esque bent, and you may have even seen it getting streamed on Twitch in the previous week. Let's take a look at Hi-Rez's Realm Royale.
Şimdi bu yayın tahminen şu an saat 2:30. Bu yayın 1'de başladı, 1,5 saat. 3 gibi biter bu yayın. 3'te bir ara verelim. Sonra 4'te yeniden başlayalım. Yani şu an sürekli bir yayın yapmayacağım. Ara vereceğim çünkü kötü olmuştu. Paladins'in yapımcılarından mı? Çünkü onda da böyle bir touch.
Joining me to talk about Realm Royale is the executive producer at Hi-Rez Studios. It's Rory Newbro, aka Dry Bear. Mr. Dry Bear, what separates Realm Royale from other types of battle royale games in the genre?
It's a good question. So before you go up into the air to determine where you land on the map, you'll actually choose from a list of fantasy classes like mage or hunter or assassin and specify a unique play style before you land.
How do these different classes work?
So an engineer will be more about bunkering down, putting up shields, putting down turrets. The assassin will get behind lines using stealth, use a sniper rifle to take out targets, and the warrior will just jump in there throwing axes and being crazy.
You know, in some of the streams that I've watched, it also seemed like there were abilities, not just the loot and find stuff. Can you talk to me about how the ability mechanics work?
Once you choose a class, it'll come with a set of abilities, and you'll actually be upgrading these during the match, but it specifies your play style. And so as you're looting, abilities as well as armor and weapons will come out of the chests.
Okay.
You'll start equipping that and determining the play style you want, and so you can just really specify.
And you know, you mentioned this a little bit. I've seen it on stream. Talk to me
Oğlum,
about
Paladin'de olan özelliği
how does
koymuşlar
crafting
lan
work in a
oyuna.
game where there's a constantly shrinking play circle?
We're really excited about this. So strewn across the map, there are places called forges. And so once you go to the forge, you'll collect shards from disenchanting loot you find as you're going about. And you'll use these shards to start crafting legendary gear, very powerful pieces that everyone will want. Once you start the forge, a smokestack will appear above the forge, and everyone comes over to fight.
Like a mini objective, even.
Big team fight.
So I know that Realm Royale is currently available for free on Steam, but I hear that you have some goodies people can check out that are E3 exclusive.
That's right. So free on Steam, we're actually out for less than a week now, and we were already number 4 on Steam charts. And this week at E3, through Mixer, if you stream on Mixer and you're playing, the streamer that gets closest to the Crown Royale will enter into the hype zone, and so everyone will see you you'll be featured on the main page of Mixer, and you'll have a chance to win the jailbird chicken skin, which is our first piece of cosmetic. It's a little chicken with like a little jailbird, like prisoner outfit, and just box around. It's hilarious.
Yeah, and if you don't know the chicken mechanic, seriously, please look it up right now. Rory, thanks so much for joining me on stage to talk about Realm Royale. Once again, it's for free on Steam right now. Our next game is one that was shown at last year's PC gaming show, and Frankie has some updates of what they've been up to.
Yes, John, as you may remember, our next game is made by a core team of just 2 people. It's called Ooblets, and it's a farming and creature collecting indie inspired by Pokemon, Harvest Moon, and Animal Crossing. This fresh trailer features a first look at their unique combat system, along with plenty of cute ooblets and environments. Let's take a gander.
Pokemon'da saçma karakterleri çalmışlar böyle. Pokemon'da var böyle Şam'dan adam, dondurma, mürekkepli dondurma falan böyle. Saçma sapan şeyler son nesillerde.
Now, it wouldn't be a PC gaming show without a dash of strategy, which is why I'm delighted that we get the chance to share with you the next in the Anno games. Let's take a look at Anno 1880.
Yine Anno'yu gösteriyorlar. Ben bunu çok merak ediyorum. Bu yeni Anno'yu çok merak ediyorum. Çok efsaneye benziyor.
Joining me on the stage to talk about it is the executive producer, Burkhard Rattheiser, and community developer, Bastian Thun. Gentlemen, welcome to the stage. I want to begin right away by asking, for people who haven't seen or experienced the Anno series, what are these types of games like?
Yeah, well, Anno 1800 is a PC only real-time strategy game, and it's kind of mixing city building together with economic simulation and naval warfare. And at its core, it's a sandbox game, so you have a vast amount of freedom to explore the world and build huge cities.
And I wonder if you could talk to me a little bit about why the choice of the 19th century for this game.
Well, the 19th century, it's such an interesting and rich era. There was so much happening in this era. So we had two industrial revolutions. We had major scientific inventions. And also big social changes, and also the creation of the big imperial empires. So it's a really rich era.
And what are some of the elements that we'll get to see from the 19th century in Anno 1800?
So it's kind of, for the player, it's well, basically you start with the first kind of medieval settlements, and then it's a kind of a journey through the 19th century. So it's a kind of, you explore everything that kind of happened in this rich era.
And I understand that you have a very unique take on how to work with the community, how to gather feedback. I was wondering if you could talk to me about what is Anno Union.
So last year at Gamescom, when we actually revealed the game, we decided on, it's pre-alpha, we revealed the game. We invited the community to basically become a member of our development team. So we launched our Anno Union platform. It's a place where we give constant weekly updates on the current development and invite players to give feedback and basically help us developing the game.
Can you give me like an example of exactly how some choices have been steered by the community?
So there's a lot of different stuff we did. So like from feedback we got on our blogs and focus playtests where invited players. We got so much great feedback, which helped to completely rebalance the mid and late game of the game. Also, we heavily expanded on core features of the game based on feedback. We said like, okay, that really seems to work. Players like that, so okay. Let's do it, like improve the quality a little bit even more.
Yeah.
But they can also vote on actual game content. So we had a big vote for an AI opponent in the game, for a community creation contest where they could create their own island and stuff like this.
And I understand that some of this footage that you're sharing right now is pieces that people can go to anno-union.com and vote on right now.
Exactly. So just in time for E3, you can go to anno-union.com, check out, we have a vote up where you can vote on one of 5 ships in the game. And that's only the first stage, because in the second stage, we will allow you to design your own ship variant. So the winner of that first vote, then you can hand in your own design nodes, drawings, 3D models, whatever you like. And the winner of that contest will actually make it into the game.
Now, where is the website that people can go to again to get the most information right now?
Yeah, just check out anno-union.com. That's basically our big community platform, and we want to invite especially strategy gamers, PC players out there to come help us developing the game, sharing feedback. Just check it out.
Well, gentlemen, thank you for joining me on stage to talk about Anno 1800. Our next title is the final battle royale of the night, and Frankie, is going to be talking about it, and it's a little bit, maybe not what you'd expect.
Publisher Tiny Build is known for discovering distinctive indie developers and bringing their quirky ideas to the fore. With Cluster Truck, Speedrunners, and Hello Neighbor among their catalogue of hits. And now I'm delighted to be able to bring you the world-exclusive reveal of a game developed by Galvanic Games in cooperation with Explosion. Inspired by the Cyanide and Happiness webcomic, Rapture Rejects is Battle Royale as you've never seen one before, ladies and gentlemen, believe it or not. Top down, isometric, cartoony, and basically bonkers. Let's take a look at what happens when the man upstairs makes an epic fail and only beams up the bad people. Introducing Rapture Rejects.
Bilmiyorum. Aa şey değil mi? Ben bunu izliyordum.
Dear God, every day I strive to be closer
Neydi
to
bunun
your
ya?
light.
Ben bunu izliyordum.
I pray that when Judgment Day, that most holiest of days, comes upon us, when you bring all the good people to heaven, that I may live in eternal glory by your side.
Çok efsaneydi o.
Amen.
İsmini unuttum ya.
Thanks, brah.
Neydi bunun adı ya? Kafayı yiyeceğim, dur. Çok şey oldu.
Smell you later, you old bag.
I can't believe we got to show that trailer. That's so great. Our final game that we will be showcasing this evening is from perhaps the most famous stealth action franchise in gaming, the Hitman series. Let's take a look at a brand new trailer from Hitman 2.
Biliyorum.
Welcome to Miami, 47. The innovation race is on its last day, and it is down to the wire. The Providence defectors are Robert and Sierra Knox. A day of high-octane thrills and two very public targets.
Şu anda sana iki tane teklif veriyorum. Bir Razor'dan bir olmasın. Hangisini kabul edersin? Bilgisayar şey olan monster ha. Bir de enerji şey var ya. Türk bayrağı mıydı lan? Kırmızı bir şey yok. Dur bakayım. Bir bakalım. Burada bir bayrak vardı da ben bir koyuyorum.
Joining me to talk about Hitman 2 is game director from IO Interactive, Jacob Mickelson. Join me up here, Jacob. Come on out, we gotta talk. Assassination. Welcome, Jacob. Thanks for joining me. I mean, right away, tell me, what is Agent 47 doing in Miami?
Well, he's there to pay a visit to Sharon and Robert Knox, who are part of the Kronstadt Empire. And yeah, we all know how that ends, right?
Well, given that it's a Hitman game, I have some hints. And, you know, I always felt like in the Hitman games, the environment was so critical, trying to study and trying to understand it. What are some of the elements in Miami that will show up in Hitman 2?
Geçen sene bu Hitman Square Enix şeyinde değil mi? Bunları şey yaptı böyle zorladı böyle çıkarttırdı falan böyle leş gibi bir oyun oldu ya. Bunlar da işte kendilerinin bağımsızlıklarını alıp Hitman 2 şey yapıyorlar. Kendileri falan yapıyorlar. Çok efsane adamlar.
Of course, we also have that in Miami. So pits and paddocks, there's an emergency room, and so on. So all the facilities needed in order for you to kind of make your own way through the mission and take advantage of the locations and all the different disguises and items you stumble upon as you move in closer to your targets.
And in terms of the mechanics, I know that there's going to be a lot of the familiar feels, but what are some of the brand new mechanics that are in Hitman?
Yeah, some of the new stuff is, for instance, the crowds we saw here in Miami. First of all, there's more than ever.
Yeah,
we're close to 2,000 people now in the scenes, and on top of that, we also introduced a new crowd mechanic where you can dip into the crowd if you get in trouble. So as long as they are not fleeing or running away, then they're there for you to hide in. So in case you get chased by guards. Another new thing is the picture-in-picture mechanic where you get information about what's going on other places in the level. So if you're setting up traps and stuff like that, you can kind of keep track of where the important characters are. And last but not least, we have the fan favorite, which is the sniper briefcase is back. But this time it's not only for sniper rifles, it's also for all the other things you want to carry around kind of without causing too much attention to yourself.
And I want to ask about some of the weapons and the disguises that have been showing up throughout these trailers.
Yeah, we go to great lengths. I think the theme of this showing is going to be the fish. It's really it's a studio favorite. We're having a lot of laughs. And then, of course, you just saw it in the kitchen as a frying pan. So we all know the kitchen is the most dangerous room in your house, right?
Yeah, of course.
Also counts in Hitman.
And I want to ask about some of my favorite content from Hitman, things like elusive targets, limited time events. Will those be making a comeback?
Absolutely. So there's still going to be escalations for you to kind of challenge the game in many different ways. There's going to be challenge packs, again, new challenge for you, and then of course the elusive targets that pop up for a short period of time only, and you have one shot at this or, go bust.
As my final question, the expected question, when does Hitman 2 come out?
Hitman 2 comes out November 13, and if you pre-order right now, you also get access to a new game mode called Sniper Assassin, where you get to play as Agent 47, and also, for the first time in the franchise, you can play along with a friend in the co-op mode.
Well, Jacob, thank you so much for coming out. I'm super looking forward to Hitman 2.
Thank you.
I might be the worst Hitman ever, but I try hard. Now, Jacob, I'm going to thank you.
Thank you.
And I'm going to escort you off to the right. So you're going to rush off this way, because coming in from the left, for the first time ever, vaguely nearby me, it's the co-host, Frankie. Come here, Frankie.
They let me come down from the balcony for good behavior.
Excellent. Well, Frankie, we did it. The PC Gaming Show is done. Thank you so much for joining us to host this year.
Thank you. Thanks for having me, guys.
Thanks for all of you who came out to the Will Turn and joined us today. It was a blast. Thanks to Twitch chat. I know that everything you said was appropriate and intelligently thought out. And of course, this year we're curating even more great PC games from the Facebook booth in E3 South Hall. Last, and of course not least, a huge thank you to all our wonderful sponsors who let the PC Gaming Show come back for a 4th straight year. They are Hi-Res Studios, Digital Extremes, Archangel Hellfire, Team 17, Stardock Entertainment, Acer, Predator, Improbable, Oculus Rift, Drake's Cakes, Tripwire, Frontier Developments, and Square Enix. We hope you have a wonderful E3 and go play some damn video games. Cheers.
Thank you. Bye.
Çıksa oynayacağım. İnanılmaz ya. Bu Drake neymiş arkadaş? Merak ettim. O direkt bu direkt değil sanırım. Bulamadım abi, bu neyin firması? Yani şöyle söyleyeyim. Konferans Bethesda'nınkinden kat kat iyiydi. Ama sanki şey oldu. 3 Battle Royale oyunu gösterdiler. 3. Yani direkt ne firması? Hiçbir fikrim yok. Bakıyorum. Yani yemek olduğunu düşündüm ama değil herhalde. Bakıyorum. Ne oldu ya? Bir saniye. Wikipedia'nın yasağı kalkmış oğlum. Nasıl ya? Harbiden kalkmış lan. Bulamadım çaktırma. Şuradan. İnanılmaz. Neyse. Yayında sonuna geldik.